Okay, everything working? And as usual, things are a little bit laggy as it first starts connecting up. I kind of wish the music would keep playing in the menu, but it only plays for so long. Has it seriously actually been 20 seconds already? Feels like it's been like, what, 5? It's like when I push the start stream button, time just speeds up all of a sudden. That's what it feels like. Well, I cannot remember what I was doing. It's been a long time, actually. So was that 40 hours of gameplay I've done already? I can check on Steam and see how long it's been. Here's where we were. This absolute mess of tiny little house with everything just crammed in here. What is that thing I have there? I mean, what is that part of the this thing? Oh no, this is this cannon. Oh, that's what is there. Okay. I had no idea what that was. Okay, it's not a cannon. I think it's a base, but oops. There, now I can see the chat. Right, necklace. So, okay, whose necklace was that? Someone told me whose necklace that was. I can't remember. Green slime egg. I don't know what to do with it. Alright, I have that hatcher. How do I build that? Oil maker? Makes gourmet truffle oil. Okay, mayonnaise machine, cheese press. So there is ambient sounds. So I was expecting, thinking that there should be music, but I guess there's not. Okay, got the crystallarium. Slime incubator, right, I have 2 iridium bombs. I need a bunch more slime. So in with, nope, not there, it's, this one. Monster parts. I just need a whole lot more slime. There we go. Back to making my coffee. Oh, the coffee. What the... Hey, Neo, how's it been? It's been a while. Hope you're having a good day. Sorry, I forgot to pull the chat up so I can see it for a moment there. Oh well. I hope you've been doing well. I have planted much coffee. It's been quite a while since I've played this. I was off playing Shadows over Loathing for a while. If you know what that game is. Oh boy, that one is it's a fun ride. I might be a little less energetic than normal because I'm a little bit sick. So I'm trying to not speak as loud as I normally do. Which is honestly good practice for me. Nah, you no need to apologize. I'm sorry for my absence. Things have been horrible for me, so... Oh, no worries. I know people are busy. I mean, I get busy here and then, too. Here and then, that is not... and I'm already working, messing up my wording. Oh well. Well, I hope things get better for you soon. Hey, good, the tree's actually growing. Got the cat. Yeah, I figured things are going on. Oh. Yeah, dealing with death is no joke. Oh. I honestly do not know what to say to that. Like, my brain says I should say something, but I don't know what. Yeah, 'cause I always have this feeling like I want to do something to fix people's problems, but, well, there's nothing I can really do in that situation. Oh well. No, wait, shoot, that didn't sound right. Ah. Oh dear. I have this habit of going, oh well, like, just trying to not think about it, and then I suddenly realize, oh wait, that sounds like I'm making light of things, that's not good. I'm pretty sure you're fully aware of my inability to word things properly. Or think of that obvious. I'm sure there's something obvious to say, but I'm clueless. Oh, well. Yeah, saying I hope things get better, I don't think quite fits at this moment. It's all good. Long story short, that person died in front of me, so my mental capacity is gone. We vibe and still. Oh, how have you been? Doing okay, I think. Couple of ups and downs, but for the most part I've been alright, I think. Oh boy, you just reminded me that there was a time when someone fell down the flight of stairs in front of me. I don't think about that much. Being ill is going well for you, I assume. In a way, I guess. I'm not too sick, I'm just kind of out of it. Less energy. I think I might have hurt my throat slightly yesterday because I was doing my usual high energy chattering and reading and talking a lot. Yep. Looking for farm fresh wheat. Who's Evelyn? Oh, grandma lady. I think I have some wheat, actually. Well, I can go. Wait, what other quest do I have? Bring Maypal syrup to the secret woods. I'm sick too, to be fair. Probably has something to do with the sun, cold weather, but hey, you never know. The interesting thing is I had cold weather a while ago. I had cold weather a while ago, like snow and stuff. And now it's actually warm. Not really warmed up, but it's less cold. Wait, this goes... Where do I put these things? Oh wait, they go in here for the summer. Oops. Well, my brain is working slower than usual, so... What did the cat jump at? I just noticed my cat there just boink jumps, turns around and walks off. And now it just did it again. Yeah, we've currently got snow, but mostly, black ice. Mostly black ice. Walking is a living nightmare. Yeah, I'm lucky I've never had to drive when there's black ice out. Granted, most people just don't drive when there's black ice out. Let me grab that. I just forgot what I was doing again. Oh, right, I was getting a thing of wheat. Going fast. Should probably plant some wheat in this game. Well, Hopefully you don't have to walk anywhere, because being cold and walking around on black ice, that doesn't sound fun. Well, unless, of course, maybe unless you have some, like... Unless, of course, maybe if you have some studded shoes. Here you go, Evelyn. I brought up her wheat. Oh, is that the wheat? I requested? Thank you so much. Here's a little something for your trouble. Hooray, money. Alright, I need to go and try and remember whose necklace this is. Family, is this yours? It doesn't rain much in summer, does it? I've been walking 90% of my day for the past week. Emptying houses and all, you know? Emptying houses? No, actually, I don't know. I'm sure it's obvious, but my brain be not smart. Now, am I supposed to... Is this her necklace, or... Whose necklace is this? I should probably look that up before I just accidentally give it to some random person. I can't actually remember what I was doing in this game. Alright, she wants a leap. I've been clearing the house of the... clearing the house of the disease, alongside taking stuff out of my own. I hope I read diseased right, or is that... Oh. Or is that deceased? Or... Is that disease? I feel terrible for reading that wrong. I'm sure I read something wrong. Oh, shoot. Oh, by the way, if you ever hear me chuckle at something that I shouldn't be chuckling at, that is because I'm the dead person's house. Okay, right. Deceased, not diseased. Deceased. Oh, dear. I'm going to make a fool out of myself. And yes, if you ever hear me chuckling at something that doesn't seem like it's a thing to chuckle at, that's because I'm one of those people who has the unfortunate thing of, like, if my brain doesn't know what to say, or is nervous or something, or like, what do I say in this situation, it immediately goes to, like, smile and chuckle about, like, just a laughter noise. Like, oh, some, like, bad news. Immediately goes to chuckle laughter noise. Ooh, and someone put a diamond in their garbage. Yeah, that's... I don't like that I have that, but that's just... Oh dear, I feel sorry for other people like that. Other people who have that, it's just like, your brain is just like, what do I do, and it's just like, oh no, now I'm smiling, it sounds like I'm laughing at this bad thing that happened, that's not good. Most of the time right now, though, I'm laughing at my own inability to comprehend and read things properly. Could have been diseased, but is very much deceased. Don't worry about chuckling. I've been laughing my way through the whole shit show. Oh. That doesn't sound like a very pleasant thing to deal with, but... Well, there is the old saying, laugh or else you'll cry. But then again, crying is sometimes a good thing, too. 2 dozen eggs? Nope. 80 hardwood? Nope, I can't do those. Oh, excuse me. Huh. Come back when someone's working. Yep, okay. Seems like every time when I first start off this game, I have no idea what I'm doing, and I end up just wandering around digging through the trash bins. Just until I kind of get back into the zone. I'm kind of glad I didn't go back to Shadows Over Loathing, because that game is so out there and oddballish. Wouldn't have been the... Would have sort of felt a bit odd to be playing that. Oh well. Oh, that's a rock there. I was just like, why can't I move down? Oh, it's a rock. I say crying is good, but it's hardly possible. I've got to see the doctors soon, because they think this situation has messed me up a little, so that's fun. Oh. Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasant. Well, at least you have doctors available. So, hopefully you can get some help. I get how that could mess someone up. I mean, yeah. I think a few of the things that happened out here and there with me has messed me up a little bit in some ways. Probably not quite to that extent. I don't know. You know, me and my mental health problems. Whee! Oh well. It feels like one of my go-to things when I don't know what to say is saying, oh well. Alright, to have all these notes. But hey, black ice! That's my worst fear at the moment. Oh, lovely. Well, be careful. Maybe... Well, it might help if you somehow got a pair of, like, studded shoes. Because those would probably grip in, but... There are certain ways of walking along ice. Just make sure you aren't taking long strides, because then you can slip way easier because your weight is off balance. I think what I usually try and do when I'm walking around on slippery... I don't know if I've had to walk around on black ice before, but I've had to walk on, like, slippery snow and stuff. Okay, you know, I'm guessing you're probably having to deal with, like, up and down hills, but on flat terrain, one of the things is try and put your foot down flat and don't take too large of steps. Or at least, that's what I do. I wouldn't claim to be an expert at anything, really. Oh, well. Yeah, I'll have a blade. Wait, what did I name myself in here? Blade. I think I named myself Blade in here. I can't remember what I named my character. Blade, okay. Guardian, the ice walking coach over here. Well, I live out in the country, so when it gets icy, I do walk. Well, it's more like it gets slippery snow, so I don't know about straight up ice. I don't think I've really walked across ice very much. It's a different sort of... Oh, hey, it's raining. Coffee beans! Yeah, apparently one person in this game, what was it? Instead of planting a garden or anything, they decided to go with the easy route and just put beehives everywhere. They just covered the farm in beehives. Excuse me. I'm just like, you know what? That would work. I'm in a place where people are so comfortable around the ice that cars will still speed around it, so... Oh, that doesn't sound pleasant. That sounds like someone's going to go by when they're comfortable. And then eventually, one of these years is going to crash. Like... what was that? I know I heard some story about someone getting, like, hit by a semi or something. I don't think it was because of ice or whatnot. It was just that it was out on a country road, and they were so used to it so used to driving out there, had drove that road for years. I think they went straight through a stop sign because there was never anybody there. And then suddenly, there was a semi-truck there. So yeah, my view on it is, don't do something like speed. Don't go and speed if you're so used and comfortable around ice. Don't speed around or do that. For one, that's putting the people who aren't used to it in danger. And also then there's the fact that one of these days, something out of the ordinary might happen, and there you go. My dramatic speechful lightning is going off. Like my luck, I'll end up being hit by a food delivery truck. Specifically a food delivery truck, huh? That seems rather specific. You know, for some reason you're talking about stuff going on where you're at. For some reason that just randomly popped in my head that I had someone show up who's from, I think they said South Africa? Or something. Someone from Africa showed up in the chat once. They had some jokes. I'm just gonna say they had some jokes. Oh dear, now I'm thinking about that again. Other trucks are boring. But what about if it's a washing machine truck? I'm sorry. I know that doesn't make much sense, but I was playing a game where there was washing machine. No wait, those were refrigerator trucks. Not refrigerator trucks like refrigerated truck compartments. No, they were trucks for carrying refrigerators, specifically. If you've ever seen any of the Loathing games, yeah, you'd know that humor. Like West of Loathing, and I've started playing Shadows Over Loathing. Just some of the very oddball stuff that pops up in those games. Oh well. But you know what, yeah, I guess other trucks would be boring. Might as well go with a food delivery truck. If you're gonna go out, might as well go out in a delicious... I almost said delicious splatter, but then I realized that did not sound right. A removal van. That'd be a removal van. That'd be a good one. Or a hearse. Okay, that seems a bit too morbid, sorry. I'm sorry, sometimes my humor can get a bit morbid. my brain's just like, what else would it be? A hearse? Yeah, how about a hearse? I sure hope I pronounced that properly. Whew. I started raising my voice up too high again, and my throat started getting scratchy. I guess streaming while kind of sick is probably good practice for me, not speaking so loudly. Because for some reason I still have that habit of... raising my voice. Excuse me. Whenever I stream. I'm like, oh, yeah, here, I can practice speaking at a normal tone. Oh, well. Hey, if you got hit by a hearse, then at least you have an easy funeral. Hopefully. Might be bunking with someone, though. Okay, now I think I'm getting too morbid. I don't know why, I'm just like... I don't know if you would say I don't know if I exactly have a morbid sense of humor. More like a dark comedy, in a sense. But not too dark. Just like, you know, 60% maybe. And I'm talking about chocolate. Coffin bunk beds. Sounds fun. Well, you know what? I wouldn't mind. I'd be dead. I'd just be like... You know... I almost think that might be sort of a... Not really a thing, but what was it? I'm pretty sure there are some cemeteries that have, like, an upright, like, building or wall that just have a bunch of, just a bunch of graves on top of each other. Is that a thing? I don't know. But that's technically bunk beds. Or was that a wall, because when, like... Or was that a wall, like, for when people are cremated, that they put it in a slot on the wall? I don't know. That's still technically bunk beds. No, bees. I don't like bees. Also, it's hilarious how the fact that in this game, all of the enemies technically go for your ankles and feet because, what was it? Pull up the inventory, your only armor is actually your boots, as far as I found. Just, it's your boots. And Iridium Weave gives them a purple sheen. Space boots. Often bunk beds exist in cemeteries technically, considering people can be buried on top of each other. Yeah, too bad. My idea was completely unoriginal. Someone already did the coffin bunk bed idea. My brain's just like, what unique thing could I come up with? My brain just went to sleepover. We'll just, move them to sleep over with each other. And I'm like, no, brain, stop it. Why? And then I said it out loud for some reason. Sometimes my habit of just... Well, actually, I don't have a habit of saying whatever pops into my head. A lot of the times, I don't say what pops into my head, and that's why when I come on the stream, I just say so much stupid things because... Well... Because now I can just say whatever. I feel a lot more comfortable just saying whatever. So sometimes something idiotic pops out. Oh yeah, I know. Sometimes, question mark. There's the sword. Sematorium sleepover. Well, if, like, zombies and undead were a thing, I'm sure that might happen. They'll just, climb out of the grave, go over, have a sleepover with their pal. The poor night guards of those places, then. That sounds like the name to a oddball comedy movie now. Sematorium Sleepover. I wouldn't be surprised if someone had made something like that already. I truly don't even know what I'm doing with my character right now. I'm just wandering around, doing basically nothing important. Ooh, shiny things. If not, then I'm gonna make a movie about a sematorium sleepover. But now what would the plot be? The poor, detectives and whatnot trying to figure out what's going on because all these graves keep getting dug up, but nothing gets stolen. And nope, it's just people climbing out of their graves to go have a chit-chat and sleep over or whatnot. That's the first thing that popped in my head. I'm sure there'll be many different random ways. He promised he would... Well, I guess it would be he or she or whatnot. Let's just go with they. They promised they would have a sleepover together, and then one of them died, or then they both died, and so they climbed out of their graves to have a sleepover. And fulfill their 2-month-old promise or something. I don't know. Sematorium? No. Sematorium? Oh. Crematorium. I was saying cemetery. Oh, it's... You spelled it out, and I still pronounced it wrong. Oh dear. You literally spelled it out for me, or sounded it out for me, and I pronounced it wrong. Wow, it's dark in here. There's bats. Okay, I'm gonna head on out of here. It's getting late anyway. I like the rain. Looks like I'm your new English teacher. Oh no. Oh no, please no. That's my best piece of comedy is my terrible English. You can't teach me how to do it better. No, I'm kidding. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if that is the best piece of comedy I've ever come up with, is just my own fumbling, not even come up with, just done, is my own fumbling over words. I guess it depends on people's tastes, really. Wow, I have a lot of garbage in here. Also, that just kind of reminded me about some of the oddball. I mean, I did learn some things. Huh, rubber boots. Huh. Let's go over to the equipment chest. Equipment. Excuse me, let me organize that. I need to sell a pair of these leprechaun shoes and some of these bones. I have a pair of another pair of lucky purple shorts. Oh, that's funny. I'm just remembering going through like learning English stuffs, and yeah, some of it's useful, some of it isn't. Oh hey, rice shoots. Crab's going there. Do I have any garbage? No, I don't have any garbage. Here's the monster parts. Oh, nope. No, I want the fire lit. I have a feeling like I could say something. Alright, I was talking about learning English. For some reason, I just remember, like, when I was what the hey is... That's a piece of furniture. I don't know what the hey that is. It says burnt offering, but why is it a piece of furniture? I don't... You know what? Whatever. But, what was I thinking about? Ooh, fried calamari. Now I'm just sitting here relaxing to the sound of rain. I'm just like, wait, that's right, I was talking about something. I haven't changed much, as you can tell. Rain still go poof. Wait a minute, those go in there. Yeah, I think right what I was thinking about is the fact that what was it? Was it in here? There's a hardwood. The fact that a lot of us thinking about the stuff I learned when I was a little kid, like the basic English I learned, you know, doesn't apply to everything because of how English is. It's just like, yeah, here's the rules, and then you have the list of rules, and then you have, here's the, you know, exceptions to the rule, and it's just a huge, long list of stuff. Why is that in there? That goes in the trash. There's where those are. Yeah, I keep running in and out because I have no idea what I'm doing. Or can't remember. When do these things get spring? Okay, so they go in this chat. Well, these are seeds. I'm gonna put them in here. It's getting late. I know, but I want to just sit here and listen to the rain. Yeah, one thing I have noticed is that I have a lot harder time reading stuff out loud than normal. I think that's one thing about it, is like if I'm reading something normally, sometimes I think the usual problem I have when reading stuff, just reading it in my head, is what was it? I'll notice something and I'll keep skipping ahead a paragraph or something. Whoops. Keep doing that, but when I'm reading out loud, I've noticed I stumble over and make mistakes a lot more, which I guess, what was I thinking about? I guess that's something I hope I'm getting better at, because, you know, doing streaming, people send messages. I have a lot more practice reading out loud now. I think I've gotten better, or at least I've gotten faster at it. I don't know if I've gotten more accurate or better, actually, at reading stuff out loud, but I've gotten faster at it. Ooh, batteries. Grab the sap. Ah, well. If you wish to randomly throw other oddball long words at me and see if I can whoa, that is a lot of trees. See if I can manage to pronounce them, go ahead. I'll mess them up and probably drive you bonkers, but I'll try and pronounce them. Well, I've let this place really get overgrown, haven't I? Okay. And now my brain just went into my English teacher as a carrot. And nobody but, like, you, me, and my brother would probably understand that. Know what is in this chest? Where did I put the battery packs? I don't remember. Okay. I just noticed I was speaking louder again. Okay, where did I put the battery packs? Did I put them in here? Nope. Where did I put the battery packs? No, they aren't gonna be in with the fish. The gems? No, they won't be in there. And with the garbage? Nope. Huh. I can't remember where I stored the battery packs. You know, those things that you just pull out of the lightning rod because the lightning forms into a physical pack. Oh, that's where I stored them, in with random equipment stuff. You know, where I put all those other things and then proceeded to look through every other chest. Oh dear. Alright, I need to go pick up my axe. That should be done. Everything still working? Hey, good. I completely forgot to check my drop, whether my frames are dropping, and it looks like, nope, I don't have drop frames right now. Okay. Okie dokie, what am I doing? Oh, nope, not that. I want to see... Emily's in the need of sweet pea. I'm pretty sure I have that. Oh, I'll get my axe later. I'm off to grab a sweet pea. That one? I think that actually might be one just sitting there. Sweet pea, and it's a silver one. I might as well just give her a silver one. Emily's fun. They're a little bit cuckoo. Hey, Emsley. Emily, yeah. Was she in this house or that house? I think she's in this house over here. Hey, stop that! Yeah. Oh, come on. People put some really useful stuff in the trash bins. Oh, there she is. Okay. Hey, I got your sweet pea. Ooh, parrot. Here you go. Oh, Blade, so you saw the ad I posted? I really appreciate it. You're welcome, Emily. Use your payment, as promised. How are you doing anyway? If I wasn't so busy, I'd come help you on the farm. But Gus would be upset if I had another job. What's this stuff? A bolt of blue cloth. There's pieces cut out of it, and little embroidered patterns along the fringe. So I wonder what she's making. Sorry I'm leaving your door open. I can't actually close it, I don't think. Yes, Supin Fashion Girl. No, it's Super Fashion Girl magazine. I like that. Sam's trying to do a kickflip. He's trying to talk to me, and it's just Sam's trying to do a kickflip. Oh, but he notices when I'm digging the trash. Why are you digging the trash? You see this? This is a big old chunk of quartz. It was just sitting in there in the trash. That's why I'm digging the trash. Okay. Quest has been completed. Oh dear. Hey, mister. Hey, stop that. Yeah. I still got an emerald out of the trash bin, though. Okie dokie, let me just... Alright, I was gonna go get my axe. Wait, that's Gunther. And there's another geode in that guy's thing. You think you'd have to get those broken open to see if there's something new inside. Nope. Steel axe, there we go. We received steel axe. Yeah, I think I'll just keep all. I was gonna put the scythe away because most of the stuff I use the scythe for, I can just use the sword for other than harvesting plants. Upgrade tools. Let's see. What does upgrading the hoe even do, I wonder? Probably uses less energy or something. Gold pickaxe and gold axe. I'll get those some other day. Okay, well, I know what I'm gonna go do now. I have a log to chop open because I have this forest over here. I kept wondering, how do I get there? And then I'm walking up in the corner of some... Ow, my throat. One moment. I'm gonna get some water. Yeah. I really need to be careful. Talking in a lower voice. Talking my, how I normally talk. Because for some reason, whenever I stream, is everything still working fine? Okay, so I'm a little bit slouched down, so I think I'm gonna tilt my screen a bit so the camera's facing me. There we go. Oh, if I alt-tabbed out, I have to re-click the button to pull the chat back up. That's why you saw me swing around because I was clicking on things. Hey there, Kent. There's Kent. How you doing, Kent? It's like a decent day for fishing, doesn't it? What was he just spun around in circles a little bit. Okay. Actually, I could have gone... it would probably be faster to run through down below, but oh well, I'm going this way. A nice, pleasant walk. I should probably build up a whole lot of firewood too. I should just start chopping these things down, because there's a lot of trees here. Let me just chop some down. No, I'm facing this. That's one thing weird about this game is that, like, I'm facing this way, I click it and it just starts facing up for some reason. Yep, these things definitely fall faster. Oh, that is so much faster. So much nicer than the normal axe. Kind of interesting, what is your axe made out of that you upgrade it to copper? I'm guessing it's like a stone axe or something? Which, I mean, that works, but not very well, as is evident by... There we go. I'm One Cool Kitty. Hello! Hello, One Cool Kitty! How you doing? I'm sorry if I sound a bit off. I'm currently mildly sick. So I am practicing talking in a lower voice. You doing good? That's good. It's good that you're good. Much better than being bad. Okay, that was such a low bar I just hit. As I said, I'm a little bit sick right now, so my thought process is even slower than it usually is. Because honestly, normally I just sort of stumble and bumble my way through whatever I'm saying. And now I have like a slight illness onto it. Oh boy, here we go. Oh well. Oh hey, the shopkeep's back with his pig with a hat. His purple. Is it purple or pink? Would you say that's purple or pink? More of a violet, I'd say. His violet pig. Crayfish. Are you sure that's not a crawfish? Hey, rare seed. Wait, when did that say to plant? Sow in fall, okay. Anyway, well, if you have any random stuff you want me to go and try and do, I am perfectly fine with taking people's suggestions. Ooh, frog. With taking people's suggestions. I mean, one person who gave me suggestions told me how to get the pair of purple shorts. It's like, hey, apparently you can make the staircase out of 99 stone. And yeah, I was looking for the way to get to that forest. Get to the forest over here for so long. I'm not really looking for it, but I was like, I don't know how to get there. Well, I'm sure, it'll open up eventually, because the game kind of does that. Just someone gives you something, or something happens, and eventually it'll open up. I didn't know how to get here for so long, and then I was just wandering along here, come up here and see this log. I'm like, oh, that is so obvious. It's so obvious that, oh yeah, here, there's just a log there that you cut, and now you can get into the forest. Oh, they drop mahogany seeds. That's nice, I know what I'm planting. Hopefully you don't mind me just keep getting distracted and blabbering about too much random stuff, because, ooh, Fiddlehead Fern. Neat. Because, yeah, I know, I talk a lot. And then sometimes my brain just sort of shuts off, and I sit here going, huh? Off into space. Oh, well. Old Master Cannoli. Still searching for the sweetest taste. Does that mean if I, give him a sweet... Do I even have a sweet bee on me? Nope. Can I, like, give him a sweet pea or... I don't know. Yeah, I just sort of kind of wander around throughout the game, or throughout this game, sort of doing whatever. I heard bird. Yeah, but I was like, I was playing some other stuff, but because I was a little sick today, I'm like, I'm gonna play this because it's just a pleasant game. You can sit there and just relax and play it. Ooh, more fiddlehead ferns. I wonder what I can fish out of here. Not that I'm very good at fishing. I'm actually really terrible at fishing. Oh shoot, I was talking louder again. Wall basket. Apparently you can get stuff out of here. Interesting. And Dota Cola. How did one of their colas get out here? Are they just like dumping that stuff everywhere because they know it's literal trash? I mean, the game says it's trash. You hold your mouse over it, it says trash. Oops, I missed that one. I was talking. Yep. I missed that one too. No, not that direction. Blade. This way. But yeah, I just enjoy just the calmness of this game, because you learn pretty quickly you're not supposed to rush things at all. You just sort of go about day by day, and things happen, and stuff here and stuff there. Oh, apparently it's getting really late. I need to get my poor character to bed. Huh, a carp. I caught a carp. Yes, I was just referencing a different game by saying that. That's what your character says when they catch a carp. There was a piece of fiber there? No, not the fishing pole. I need my sword to try and get around whatever the haze I'm booping my foot off. What? Ah, me and my stumbling over English. You think with growing up speaking English, I would, be okay talk, but nope. For some reason, when I guess it's when I'm focusing on multiple things at once. Because when I start streaming, I just start fumbling over words. Probably because I talk a lot more when I'm on stream. When I'm off, I don't actually talk all that much. Huh, wall basket. I wonder if I should just stick that on my wall somewhere. Anyway, there's the trash. I have monster parts. I don't actually know. Fiddlehead fern. The young shoots are an edible specialty. That actually gives a pretty good amount of energy and health. Wait, that goes in there, and the geodes go in there. Wait, I got some slime, which that goes in there. Well, at least now I know where to get mahogany seeds, which grow incredibly slowly. I just need one. That goes in there. Right here, I'll put these in there too. Oh wait, the fish needs to go in the fish thing. The fish thing. Seeds, rocks, wood, grass, more seeds. And just put these up here. Okay, where can you put tree fertilizer down? I thought you have to hoe it up? Oh shoot, I'm just gonna collapse. Oops. Whoops, there goes my character. Just fell asleep on his farm. At least if you fall asleep on your farm, you don't get charged for it. Someone like, hey, you know, I'm pretty sure it's the people from the JoJo Corporation. It's like, hey, we found you snoozing out here. We drug you back. Oh, by the way, we're taking some of your money as payment. It's like, thanks, guys. I'm pretty sure the town's safe enough. I'd be fine just taking a snooze outside, but nope. I just got over 100 coffee beans. Or was it exactly 100 coffee beans? Oh well. There we go. Let me take these down. That out so I can actually get to these. Got rock out. I'm gonna take these out. I want to actually be able to get to my, what is it? I want to actually be able to get to my sap collectors. Nope, nope, that was too loud. I mean, normally I am a lot loud. I don't know why I talk loud like that. I just need to get into the habit of remembering that my normal voice is loud enough. At least I hope it's loud enough. If you want me to turn up the game volume, I'm perfectly willing to do that too. Oh, sprinkle on a wild tree. So you plant and then put the fertilizer on it. Okay, I'm gonna chop these down so I don't accidentally hit them later on and hit the tree. I don't want to take that out on accident, because I did that already for the two of them. They'd grown up slightly, so I accidentally hit them with my sword, and because they were just at that one point, they just got completely vaporized. Yeah, that's safe. Let me just put my furnace behind the brick fireplace. Oh, I love this. Just big food wall for it. I'm just gonna stick it behind the brick fireplace. Hey kitty, come here. Gotta pet the cat. Oh, this game. The fact that just these little things, it's the little things, you know? Okay, what mail did I get sent? Oh, never mind, I did get billed. Someone dropped you off the clinic last night. You passed out from exhaustion. You've got to take better care of yourself and go to bed at a reasonable hour. I billed you 25 gold to cover your medical expenses. Dr. Harvey. See, that isn't very much. Fisherman 1. I need a good pufferfish specimen. I'm conducting an experiment on the toxin created by pufferfish. Reward 1,000 gold. Matris. I think I have one of those. I think someone gave me one of those. Or did I just get it out of a monster drop? Oh wait, that's right. A pufferfish. I saw that. What's his name was selling those. I wonder if the trader. I still need to look up whose necklace this is. Yeah, I'm gonna cut down these trees just so I have a bit more of a path. And some more wood. Here we go again. Wait, where'd all my gold go? Didn't I have over 1,000 gold? thought I had over 1,000 gold. Did I buy something? No, I don't think I did. Oh wait, yes I did. I bought one of the seeds from the trader guy. I'm an idiot. But then again, nothing is new there. Or you were expecting anything else from me? I hope not, because... yeah. Hey, the stumps are back. Or is this just one stump I just didn't chop down? Oh, well, looks like the stumps are back. How much hardwood can I get out of here? That was easy. And nice that the slimes up here have a slight chance to drop on what is it, mahogany seed. Wait a minute. There's more stuff down here. Why ain't that neat? Makes me wonder if there's any, like, secret paths in here anywhere. No, you can just climb around up here. Where am I? Nope. Just wander out of here. I wonder if there's any more places like that around here. I should check. Doesn't look like it. There's the rain sound. Why was the rain sound off for a bit? It's a nice, pleasant sound. What was that now? That nows? That noise? Ah yes, what was that nows? What was that now? That's what it sounds like, I'm assuming. Well, I guess I'll just blah, blah, blah. So these little bits of vines on there, I wonder. I mean, I could stand around and let stuff grow. Or not grow, let lightning rods get charged up. But I don't want. Let me just replant that. Goes in there, that goes in there. Coal can. So I'm gonna put the ferns over here. Wait, wrong time, it's in summer. Ooh, another diamond. Yeah, I'm just quite literally farming diamonds now. Cat. I need over there. Okay, that's not where my mouth is. Mouse is. There you go, game. Guess I knew I had a couple of sardines. Where did I grab the sardines? Where did those sardines come from? I'm gonna get a drink of water. Okay, let's see. Well, it was more of a sip of water I got. Okay, let me check. Everything's still working fine. Yep, okay. Everything is still working fine. Let me see. You know what, here, let me step outside so the thing's can charge up, and I'm gonna pull tab out and look up who the ornate necklace goes to, because I remember getting told whose that was, but I don't want to accidentally give it to someone as a gift before I realize, you know, whose it was. So one moment. I must do research. If anyone gets that reference, thumbs up to you. I cannot do his voice, though. No, I'm not even trying to do his voice. Let me see. SDA. Stardew Valley. Ornate necklace. Excuse me. The ornate. It's secret number 25. Yep, got that. Got that. Yep. Let me scroll down. Can be received only by Caroline and Abigail. Trying to give it anyone else results in like saying wrong person. Make sure to speak first to the intended recipient since transfer is automatic. Okay. So Caroline or Abigail. Okay, there we go. Well, I've got time. I can go find one of them. Should I wait? It tells me I should wait for a bit. I'm gonna just put my character to bed. I wonder what happens if I throw it in the cell chest. I probably shouldn't do that. How many diamonds do I have? I currently have 12. Let me grab a couple of those and see what they sell for. I could use some more money. You know, casually selling diamonds. Pretty soon I'll be casually selling coffee. Coffee. Lots and lots and lots of coffee. I'm picking the coffee with my set of batteries. You know, completely normal thing to do. Just use the batteries like the coffee. It's completely normal that, you know, the battery packs just sort of form out of nothingness. Wait, I probably want to leave that there in case I grab that quest. I have a lot of trees. I need to chop some of these down. Maybe I should just start selling wood. How much wood sells for? Oh no, I'm facing this. Why does he do that? Where I'm right against the tree and I facing the tree and I hit the swing and he just faces upwards. He really likes doing that. There we go. Just remove some of this garbage from here. There we go. I should really see how much wood sells for. Just because I can. Because there's a lot of it. That's probably why it takes a bit of energy to chop. Wait, let's start from this side so I can grab the wood easier. Hey, I'm actually remembering to use, what was it? Use the number keys to swap instead of trying to scroll. I mean, scrolling works, but I kept right in the middle of a fight. I'll try and scroll to something else because I was mining something. Oh, monster shows up. You know, as they use. You know, mining systems, monsters, that's completely normal. Okay, let me see how much does 10 wood sell for. What does it cost to build on? What was it? Yeah, so I need a whole lot of iron, coal, maple syrup, and wood. So I have a lot of wood, so I need iron, coal, and maple syrup. I mean, how much maple syrup do I have? I have been storing up some of it. I have 32, so that will 32 more things of... Kitty! Gotta go pet the cat. There we go. You can get rid of these, because I want to be able to get to my... what was it? I want to be able to get to my, things. You know, the things. Oops. Nope. One more. I should probably make more of those, but nah, I'll be fine. I'm talking too loud again. You're gonna hurt my throat. So just need to talk calmer, 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 yes. Oh right, I forgot. I also need to do these things. Tomato. Wait. Do I have tomato? I'm sure I grew some of everything, didn't I? Oh no, wait, that's then. That was in spring. How many days of summer I have left? Could I actually grow some tomatoes? We're just in the beginning. Who's this? Green algae to eat in front of the TV, Elliot. I can do that. Come in here and grab some tomatoes real quick. Let me grab some of them. Oops. Okay, so I need to go back there, plant these, grab some green algae, run back to Elliot. Okay, nice, pleasant stroll. Let me take that. It looks like I've covered everything in coffee, so I'm gonna need to just grab this stuff. Up to my hoe. 1, 2, there's 3 and 4. Let me just plant these. Yo, what? 11 days to mature and continues to provide after harvest. Okay. It takes 13 days to mature. Ouch. Let me make sure they get watered. I don't want some had to use my watering can. Oh well. So that water's probably a bit stale by now. It'll be fine. Oh wait, I need some green algae. This is in here. Yep, there it is. Green algae. Nope, not all of it. Just one piece. Right? Bring Elliot green algae. Okay. Okay, I can do that. As long as I can actually find him. What if I talk too much? I think I've been talking a bit much earlier. I feel I did put chilled on here. Some people probably think, chilled. It's like, chilled. Like, I'm playing this game because I'm just chilling playing this game. But I'm still gonna talk a lot. Ooh, soggy newspaper. Hoorah! More garbage from my garbage and treasure. Yeah, it's basically garbage treasure chest. My garbage and treasure chest. Okay, wait. Let me go to the map. Where's Elliot? Wait, oh right, Elliot is down there. Gotta go talk to Elliot. If I can find Elliot. Okay, well. There's some clay. I wonder where Elliot is then. This is land. I came for the sound of the ocean. Beautiful, isn't it? Yes, it is. Birds, 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 birds. Give me birds. Oh, I didn't get to hit the birds. I think I already tried to shoot him with the slingshot and that doesn't work. Oh boy, am I getting tired already? It's probably because I'm snuggled down in my bed because I'm sick. Oh well. Where does Elliot usually hang out? I can't remember. Hey Haley, how you doing? Emily usually cooks dinner. But she makes weird stuff. Off like quinoa. Emily is a goofball. Yeah, yeah, Emily is a little kind of weird, but that's a certain charm to it. I'm just running around looking for Elliot. Oh, sweet pea. Open 8 to 6. Well, it's 6 now, so it should still be open for like a few seconds, right? Yeah, no, they aren't gonna. No, wait, that's right. That means they're locked up. And now it's 6. Wait, did it just go 610, 620? That's what it looks like. Wait, what if Elliot was down on the fishing pier? Elliot, where are you? Nope, it's just him. Just, what's his name? Yeah, it's gonna dig in the sand. Do you know where Elliot is? When you see the hot air balloons drifting over the sea, you'll know that summer is in full swing. Okay, but where's Elliot? Okay, where is he? And I expect him to be walking back around nowish. Well, of course, he just spends all Sunday in his cabin. Which, I mean, oh well. How are things doing? Okay, nothing going on yet? Elliot, where are you? Well, I have 2 days, so I can come out here tomorrow, I guess. Actually, it's not too late. I should try running over and seeing if, Nope. Nope, it's all locked up. Okay. Never mind. Oh, wait, was it them or was it the other place? I already forgot. Oh, wait, it was... Oh, wait, it actually was over in Pretty's Shop. This is, Abigail, I think. This is the one that lost the necklace. Her mom's necklace. Ooh, fireflies. Ah, the pretty little shiny things. Let's see, the sweet pea goes in there. I'm gonna keep that. All the rest of this, wait, the clay goes out. Oop, and I forgot to pull the chat back up. I know you all can see it, but that's because that's in the Streamlabs thing. Then I have a different Streamlabs thing that pulls it up and does an overlay of the chat and the notifications. That's what it is. So otherwise, for some reason, I cannot get, or I don't know how to make the notifications actually make sound for me. So I basically just have to deal with hoping I notice when something happens and a notification pops up. 1,500. Oh, for no, it does for 2. So there was, yep, so 750 a piece, okay. And 10 wood for, okay, so the wood is worth 2 a piece. Excuse me. Okay. Ooh, honey's growing again. And coffee. Right, I keep forgetting you can just hold it down, can't you? You just hold down the hold down the right click. Then as soon as you go over something you can harvest, you just flex it up. I did not realize that for so long. Ah, good old click and hold that I never remember to try. Some more of that. That. Figure these things out a bit. There we are. Okay, that's growing. I'm gonna bump it. That goes in there. That goes in there. Now we need to go off and find Elliot. Elliot, I've got your algae. And he wants to sit and munch it in front of the TV. That is odd. You know what? I'm not gonna judge him. He wants to have it like dried out and salted or something like the seaweed stuff. Okay. Now where? Oh, and I walked into a bush. Hell yeah! Wait, those are worms there. Some more clay! Hooray! Let's see if I can. Hopefully, I can find Elliot out here, wherever the heck he is. He's gonna like come out of his door and walk off as soon as when I'm out here looking for him. Nope, that's just old fisherman. I saw someone slipping there, so wanted to check. Seeds? Why are there mixed seeds out here? Ooh. A mussel. I need more of those. Eh. Ah, that was a weak joke. And I think basically all my jokes are kind of meh. But, oh well. Or maybe obvious. But that was my timing. Oh, farmer. I've been gone so long. I feel like a stranger. Ouch. Feel sorry for you, bud. The local population of tilapia has grown to an unsustainable level. I need a local angler to help reduce the numbers. The new beauty craze in Zuzu City. Excuse me. Apparently, a lotion made from melon is said to remove wrinkles. Anyone who ships 100 melons by the end of the season will earn a substantial reward. The Pelican Town Agricultural Fund. Melons, huh? That's a lot of melons. I need to, like, I need a lot more money to buy a lot more melons for that. Elliot? Elliot, where are you? Elliot. Where is Elliot? Where is the stuff up here, like, says where they kinda are-ish? Crab cakes and pomegranate. Sorry. Did I just stand outside his door the whole time? The thing is, I don't know if he's in there or if he's not in there. So, like, if I wander off, will he pop out, go down to the beach, and then we miss him, or did he? Hey, Haley, how are you? We're going to get such a nice tan this summer. Something tells me you're going to like this thing. Ooh, bread and trash bin. Glazed? Why would someone throw away glazed yams? Elliot wouldn't be like up here, would he? Hey, Abby, how you doing? That necklace, where did you find it? Oh, thanks for bringing it to me, Blade. My mom will never know. You're welcome. Demetrius is deep in thought. Sorry, I'm really busy. So many plans to study right now. I guess he really is deep in thought. What are those? I guess some little rocks on the beach? I don't think Elliot comes up here. I'm pretty sure it's Sebastian that comes up here. It's so easy to get caught up in the noise of modern life. Your best years will pass you in by Fly in a formless blur. That's why you got. That's why you got to learn to slow down. Yeah. No, I'm yawning a bunch, but that's probably because I'm all snuggled in. I just realized something. Like, I have noticed that the chat just stays there on screen. I don't know how to make that fade after a while. I should probably learn how to do that. Wait, would Elliot be in the like in the tavern bar thing? Saloon, that's what it is. Does he come in here at all? I don't know. Nope, that was Haley. I was like, wait, I saw like a figure just walking out as I came in. Elliot, where are you? That's one little annoying thing about some of these quests, is the fact that it's just... You just can't find them sometimes. I guess my best bet is to like go over here and hunker down and just sit here to ambush him. And watch the time flick by. Wait, whoops, I forgot to pull the chat back up so I could see it. Everything working fine, right? Things seem to like suddenly pause for a moment. That's probably because I alt-tabbed out. How you do? How you doing? I want to be just like my big brother when I grow up. Oh, are you looking for Aunt Marie? No, actually I'm not. I'm looking for Elliot. Elliot, come on, get out here, get back here. I guess while I'm waiting, I could look up where Elliot go, and I just realized I somehow turned the... Alright, did I alt-tab again just to check. And... I can close down the chat from the box again. Some games it doesn't close down. This one it... Actually, well, it doesn't close it down, it just puts it behind the game. Ooh, sorry. Nobody in here yet? Nope. What are they really doing here anyway? He just comes back around here and works. Being healthy is very important to me. I want to live I want to live a long and active life. She's a fun goof. Oops, nope, no, I didn't. I bumped C on the keyboard and about to swing. I accidentally swung my sword in his face. I was trying to trim his mustache. I don't know why I said that with an accent. Do I just like restart the day and just book it over to Elliot's cabin and see if I can find him? Seriously, where is this guy? Okay, one moment. I'm going to pop out, pull up the internet, and see if I can find out where Elliot goes. Where is... And now I'm... sneaking around reading about this guy because I'm trying to figure out where the heck he is. Nope, 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 that's... And now I'm dropping frames because I have the internet pulled up. Okay, close that because that's the one I want. There we go, let's pull this up. See villager during spring, summer and fall. Okay, so during any time you can enter his cabin during winter, he'll let people in there. Okay, it tells you where his house is, but not where he wanders off to. I mean, I guess I could look at where does he go during the day. I've wasted basically an entire day trying to find this guy. Here's his cabin, but he just sits in his cabin sometimes and won't come out. Or does he come out at night? I don't know, I thought I remember him like being out and about and doing stuff, but it's, you know, does different stuff on different days. I remember him standing right here looking in the water sometimes. Well, there you are. Oh, the green elk. Apparently he works over there? Does he work on the farm? I don't know. Oh, the green algae I requested. It's a beautiful one, too. Thanks very much, Light. There we go. You're welcome. Hey, stop that. Yeah. Oh, come on, Elliot. No, I'm not gonna stop it. Wait, do I need anything from the shop? Oh, the priest thing was, giving the necklace back. Right, what do I need to give Penny? Get all those poppies and emeralds. I can do that tomorrow. I'm gonna go grab it. I wonder if she likes rubies then, too. Okay, what all goes? See, that goes in there. No, not that one. This one. Seeds. It's just seeds that go in there? I think so. Alright, I need to go off to the cave again. Hey, cat. Pet the cat. Gotta pet the cat. Very important thing to do. Grab my... Nope, no, nope. I'm picking this up from the fruit bat. They find that during summer, too. Not summer, but they find it during winter as well. I don't know where they get fresh fruit during winter, but they do. Those go in there, that goes in there, and that goes in there. Goes in there. Nope. Let's see, Spiceberry goes in there. There's Blackberry. There we go. All sorted. I have a bunch of emeralds. Hold on here, let me grab a ruby and see if she likes that. A precious stone with a brilliant green color. A precious stone that is sought after for its rich color and beautiful luster. I'll see if she likes it. And I'm gonna source some crash in there. Again, the food goes in here. Nope, this goes in this chest. There we go. Yep, let's go to sleep for the night. There ain't no rush in this game. Ah, a bunch more coffee. Oh, excuse me. Well, never mind. You hold it down, and he just automatically picks it. Doesn't matter if you put your mouse over it. He just picks whatever he can. That's nice. You don't have to actually scroll the mouse over stuff. He just picks. Okay. Goes in there. Here's all my coffee. Coffee. There, I'm gonna wander off and... That's not dying, is it? I hope it isn't. I don't want to hit it with anything in case it destroys it. Maybe it's slightly darker to show that I fertilized it. Maybe that's it. Squirrel? I saw that squirrel. Ooh, fruit. It says grape. I know that looks like a bush of grapes, but I guess that's some sort of like mutated, just like super lumpy, fat grape thing that looks like a bushel, but they're all just a singular mush of grape. Quite impressive, really. Sebastian is in need of fire quartz. I should have some of that. Sebastian is a cool guy. Okie dokie, let's see. There we go. Let me see. Fire. There it is. Fire force. Let's trudge on over there. Actually, I need to go up here, because that's... Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's from the place up here. Oh, okay, I guess I can't get the little rocks out of the ground. You look like something I could clean up, maybe? Ouch. Very relaxing time. Hey Sebastian, you in here? Yep, looks like I have to go and talk to him right now. Oh, hey, give me 1 second. Give me 1 sec. You're busy, I should leave. Stay put. I can wait. Okay, sorry about that. I just needed to finish what I was working on. Asking what he's working on, compliment the decor of his room. There's decor in the room? I mean, it looks kind of nice. Now, what are you working on? I do freelance work as a programmer. That was an instant message from Sam. I guess he wants to hang out. I don't really feel like going out today. Oh, hi, Blade. Hey, Robin. Said you. Oh, dear. Sebby, I know you don't like when I come in here, but I ran into Abigail at the store and she said she was looking for you. Sebby. What's that name? I sweat drop. Did you tell her I'm working? I did, but she said she'd probably stop by anyway. That seems like Abigail, alright. No one takes my job seriously. Oh, poor Sebastian. Whatever bothers Maru when she's working at the clinic, does everyone think I'm just surfing the web all day? Sorry, Sebastian, I probably should have walked in. Ask him why he doesn't want to see his friends. Why is there a glowing question mark on there? Oh, girl. But there's a shiny question mark down there. Like, or is that just a question mark for the whole thing? So I'm pretty sure that always appears on the bottom one. You know, sometimes people just need a bit of alone time. I was asking about his career goals. Well, I'm trying to save up so I can move out of here. Probably to the city or something. Oh, Sebastian. No, if I'd gone to college, I'd probably be making 6 figures right now. But I just don't want to be part of that corporate rat race, you know? Maybe, or you'd have 6 figures worth of debt. Depends, really. Well, and I guess I just feel more comfortable hidden behind the computer than dealing with people face to face. I totally understand. Kind of funny. The fact that I'm sitting here with a YouTuber model. Kind of funny. Well, I should get back to work. I need to get this model finished by tomorrow. Wait, what? Alright, he needed a fire port, right? Sebastian is in need of fire ports. Hey, thanks for the help. This is just what I wanted. You're paying me pretty good for it. I do really need to upgrade my house at some point, but I'll get to that eventually. I just have this tiny little house. Hey Robin, how you doing? If you need any buildings on your farm upgraded, just ask me. We need to provide enough lumber and stone for the project, and it costs money too. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the results. Maybe later on when you're actually behind your counter. You look like you're off duty right now, or off work right now. There's a Jojo Mart, which I have never set foot inside of. I don't know if I ever will. I'll probably go in there at some point eventually. Hey, Penny. Oh, there's Penny. Ah, Penny, you're adorable. Ugh, it's so dirty in here. Wait, sorry. It's such a mess. I was about to clean up. Yeah, something tells me it's not your fault it's a mess. You help me? You really mean it? Yeah, I can help clean up. Okay, you can get started over there. I'll clean the kitchen. There's something dripping off of the couch. What do you think you're doing? I'll stop being a grump. But I had everything just the way I like it. In a complete mess. The house is a total mess. Ben and I were just trying to tidy things up a bit. Pam, we made Penny cry. You might pay for that, Pam. Were you at the saloon just? Oh wait, never mind. She was sniffing. I thought she was sniffling. She was sniffing because of the smell. You smell like beer. None of your business where I go. Pam, you're such a grump. It is my business. I don't want you to destroy yourself. Penny is such a... Penny, you are a complete sweetheart. Penny is such a sweetheart. Everything is working right. Oh. Okay, good. I'm not having skipped frames anymore. That's... Oh shoot, I hope I didn't miss anything. I missed something with it. Oh shoot, I probably missed something because I made the mistake of clicking back into the game. Ah, selfish. I put a roof over your head and clothes on your back, and you call me selfish? You ungrateful little... Ah, it's that line again. Just because you do that does not give you an excuse to be a jerk. I have seen that in many stories before. Better go. I'm sorry you had to see this, kid. If you were sorry, then you can just, you know, not be a grouch. He's a nice young man. But I don't want you telling others to clean up my house. It's embarrassing, you understand? Well, maybe clean it up a bit. Yes, mother. Well, maybe clean up a little bit. Oh, granted, I'm one to talk. My room is kind of a mess, and it's not this... They don't exactly have a house, it's more of an RV. Which is... It's a weird shape for an RV. I mean, what is... Window there, window over... Oh, well. I'm trying to save money for my tutoring job, but it's hard with... But it's hard with my mother out of work. How about this? Thank you, this looks special. Okay, now is that in her favorites or just in likes? Okay, it's in likes. She actually likes emeralds more. You're welcome, Pet. Penny is just a complete sweetheart. She doesn't say, yuck, that's disgusting when you're digging in the trash. She just asks you, why are you digging in the trash? It's like, oh, you are just such a sweetheart. And now since I'm finally done with all that, let me go trumping over here and see about this. Oh, wait, I completed that quest. Came this trash bin already? Hey, stop that, yuck! Like, yeah, Penny just asked you why you're digging in the trash. Just sort of, kind of, like, why are you doing that? Like, oh, you're such a sweetheart. I didn't have any other quests, did I? Bring Evelyn and Lee. I should probably do that. Oh, well, I'm gonna wander off into the mines. Yoinkus. Alright, I want to do this too, because there's summer quality. Do I have 5 of those pumpkins? Yeah, I can't put just anything in there. Spring, I think I actually have all those. Artisan, okay, that's a lot of stuff. Cheese and goat cheese. Animal bundle. Hey, I don't really want to try and... I'll deal with the animals eventually. Fall crop. I should probably do that as well. I'm pretty sure the fall and spring I both have plenty of. Why am I carrying that above my head? I don't know. Let me go bash monsters over the head with a berry. Take the grape, monsters. Actually, take the grape. That sounds like something someone might actually say. Oh hey, got the Monster Slayer goal complete. Not for the slime, but for those crab things. We got him. What the game? There we go. Let's swing to the side again. Let me just use a pickaxe to dig up this stuff then. Yeah, this is why I want to upgrade my pickaxe too. So it takes 2 swings. I wanted to take 1 swing to dig this stuff up. No. Let me work crazy amounts to get enough gold to upgrade my pickaxe, just so I'd have to do less work. Oh, there it is, gold. That's what I'm looking for. Ouch. Hi. What the? No, no, no. I kept swinging the wrong direction because you can't change the direction you're going. Oh. Alright, I think, what was it? Was I healing as I hit enemies, or was it healing as I kill enemies? I can't remember. What was the one I have on? Gives a little health every time you slay a monster. Okay, that's what it is. I wasn't gonna leave, but I think, what was it? The invulnerability ring kicked in. He really likes to change what direction you're in, but... yeah, like... kinda wish you could... kinda wish, like, when you're swinging, if you push the other direction on the movement keys, he would actually... like, the next swing would switch over and swing that direction, and you have to stop, move, and then you can swing again. I guess you could probably get pretty fast at that, but... it's a little thing that bothered me in the combat. So I'm like, oh, swing, 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 oh, wanna go the other direction, so I tap it and keep swinging, I know I'm swinging the same direction. Granted, this is a farming game, not a combat game. I kinda have to get that through my thick skull. Ooh, fire quartz. There we go. Let's go and see if I can find some more gold while super low on health. There's some more gold. Oh no. Well, I'm out of here. I am not dealing with that mess. No, sorry. I guess I could bring this stuff to actually heal myself, but I've almost never done that. Actually, yeah, I have these fruits with me I could have eaten. Nah, I'm fine. Yeah, it's nice out time. I'm gonna go and see if I can find some worms up here. Hey, there we are. Got some mixed seeds. Neat. Sweet peas. I wonder if I can still fish in here. Well, I'm fishing on the rocks, but oh well. Whoop, and once again, as I'm sitting there, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna shift position just slightly. I'm gonna shift my position a bit. Immediately gets... immediately that's when the explanation point pops up. That's happened a lot. Vista. I got a portrait out of there. The Joja Cola. Oh, excuse me. Apparently someone just threw an entire painting in there, and it's still good, which means that had to be some high quality paint or whatever. Okay, so if I want to complete that quest to fish so much trash, I should probably just come up here, because there's no fish in here. Hooray! Ah, what a wonderful time to spend, you know, the evening at near 10 a.m. or 10 o'clock, not 10 a.m., 10 p.m. It's almost 10 p.m. in the game, and I'm just... Hey, got another Vista. Maybe I can probably toss those and in the sell thing. I wonder how much those sell for. What if I even can sell these? Can I sell these? No, I can't. I just stick them up here. Well, down in this chest they go. I have all these secret notes I need to do something about too. Okay, I know I have things of trash, so let's see. Trash and trash. See some monster parts. Those go. Fire torch goes in. No, wait, they go in here because I can use them to smelt. Though I guess I should probably put them in the gems. Bunch of gold. I should grab that. Get more gold ore smelting. Amethyst, that goes in mine. Wait, that's garbage. Right, I have the drift, which is garbage too. See, and the summer plants, there we go. Throw them in there. Seeds go in there. Walk some weeds, or walk some bushes, weeds, whatever. Ah, there we go. Another day. How long have I go? Oh, about 2 hours. That's neat. Been a little while, I guess. Whoops, and I just apparently I just plucked my window off my wall. Okay, from experience from working on Windows stuff, that is not how that works. Oh boy, that is not how that works. Oh. Oh boy, it is so much harder to do that. I've done work on Windows and stuff. Ooh, more letters, more coffee. Or does he just pick what he's facing? Yeah, he just seems to pick exactly what he's facing and just hold down the, maybe just hold down the right click. Or you can actually scan over everything and pick a whole bunch and have a bunch of different things up there. figure this out. Shoot, shoot. Need my sap. A pine tar and, what is the other one? Something else. I need the pine tar, though. And oak resin. Pine tar and oak resin. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna grab one of these. I'm gonna put it on there. Yep, there we go. The tree's grown up. Growing up. Okay, I have 999 coffee beans. Can I make coffee? Is there like a coffee maker around here? Gravel path. Field crusher. Crystallarium. I guess I could make another crystallarium. Oh wait, that's right. I didn't make one. I was actually given one. Which is why my 2 iridium bars are probably going to go to the slime incubator. I'm going to take this one coffee bean and just see how much a coffee bean sells for. What's my mail? Sorry about how it happened at my place yesterday. My mom can get into bad moods sometimes. Please just forget it happened, Penny. She is such a sweetheart. You see, Dear Blade, tomorrow we're gathering at the beach for the annual Pelican Town Luau. The event is a communal potluck. Make sure to bring something good to contribute. The governor himself is attending. Okay, I know what's going on there. But be on your best behavior. Can I just throw a bunch of coffee beans in it? You know, now I want to look up like what to throw, because I've done it once before, but I don't know quite what to throw in there. So now I'll probably actually look up like people's suggestions of what to put in it. I've done it once. I was like, I would probably grab a bunch of high quality ingredients, but would some be bad to put in together? That's what I'm wondering. Let me look that up a bit. Potluck best items, sure. Fish such as anchovy, carp, herring, and sunfish. Forage such as blackberry, chorus, daffodil, salmonberry, spring onion, sweet pea. Trash items such as green algae, Joja Cola, seaweed, and white algae. Wait, you gotta throw that in there. Field snack and kiwi fruit. What if I just put a whole bunch of peppers in there? Kind of interesting. Yep, I know all that. Have to scroll down a ways before the. Oh wait, what are these? The worst ingredients. What are the worst ingredients? It might make your friendships worse. Keep in mind that the villagers don't want to see such ingredients as herring or anchovy in their soup. And now I'm dropping frames because I'm loading up a page online. Of course, let me just hit cancel on that because it's trying to load advertisements, of course. Nope, I hit cancel and it's still loading. Of course, because gotta get those ads, you know. Let me see. Make it taste. It might not make it taste that good, so Mayor Lewis will definitely let you know that wasn't the best choice. Now here's the fun part. Usually you can only add edible items to the Stardew Valley potluck. However, there's one exception. If you have the mayor's purple shorts, you can make the potluck party more interesting by adding them to the soup. Oh dear. Mayor Lewis will give you a unique response if you add his shorts to the communal soup. It's definitely an interesting special ingredient. And I see nothing of what to actually put in there. I just want to look up, okay, what are some good things to throw in there? One thing shows like something about best items, and one of the list is like anchovy and something, and then the other one says don't put those in there. I'm like, oh great, now I'm confused. And guys, can you please just give me a list? No, it's this whole like paragraphs and different sections saying what is this and what is that, like what is this thing. It's like if I'm looking it up, that probably means I know what it is, and I just want to know what to put in there. Maybe I'll just pull out the Stardew Valley wiki. That's probably going to be the easiest one. Okay, let me see. Only edible uncooked items are valid, although life elixir and oil of garlic are crafted and not cooked. You can dump life elixir in there. Magic rock candy and whatever those other things are considered cooked. Let me see. I'm trying to look it up, but I don't understand some of this stuff. Apparently you can dump wine in there. Spice berry wine. I don't have anything to make wine. Cheese, coconut. Okay, that was a bunch of stuff for like earning a lot of friendship points, which I don't know. Alright, what are you trying to... Oh, I was trying to look up what, Oh, well, welcome in, Abella. Or Abelia? Abelia? I don't know. I was just looking up, what was it? Because the potluck, the luau potluck is coming around again. And so I was trying to look up, okay, what are, like, just some good ingredients to put in there? The first two places I dug up were just, you know, had the usual several paragraphs of what is the potluck, and then they go through explaining that and just lists of stuff and tells you a few things what not to put in there, and I couldn't find any. I found it on the wiki, and it was like this cram-packed list of stuff you can put in there, and I don't know. I didn't spend very long looking it up. But yeah, I was just looking up, okay, because I've already done it, because I'm on the second year. Otherwise, I never look things up on the first year. Nope. I like to be able to go in blind to games. I'll just be here and look up, okay, what do I throw in this? No, I did find out, apparently you can throw the mayor's purple shorts in the soup. So that's a thing, apparently. Basically any crops. Yep. Apparently, I was just wondering, like, okay, what are ones that'll get like a good reaction? So I was trying to look up what's a good ingredients to throw in there. I'm assuming some like things like the gold, like the gold onions and potatoes, and probably some of the stuff. A different person, like quite a while ago, showed me how to get the purple shorts over and over again. You can just build a staircase out of 99 stone, stick it in your pants slot, and suddenly you have a pair of purple shorts. Which I just find hilarious because I love throwing his pants in. Yes, someone told me that you can put them on display at the one festival where you set up a display. Apparently, you can just put just his pair of purple shorts in there and he'll react to it. They did not mention. I'm gonna have to tell him that. It was someone I know personally. And I was like, okay. There is so many little hidden things in this game that I am... I know I would never find out these things on my own. I know, I would... Or I might eventually, but would take a long time. I'm just wandering around in circles now, aren't I? Yeah, he absolutely hates that. Well, the mission specifically asks you to return them discreetly. So, of course, you put them on and walk up to him. He doesn't talk to you if you do that. He just jumps in there and walks off. Like, oh, the game has so many just little things like that. I love it. And it's... another reason I love it is it's so... Would you like a slight spoiler? Sure, you know, a slight one I don't think would be too bad. I do try and avoid them mostly, but... If you want to point something out, go ahead. That's fine. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit off. I think my throat is slightly sore. Well, not really a sore throat, it's more like I'm a little bit sick. My throat got scratchy earlier, yesterday, when I was streaming, because I was talking too loud. I don't know why, but I have a habit of, like, whenever I'm streaming and I start talking, my volume raises up to where it's louder. So this is honestly good practice for me, just to talk normally. Because normally, whenever I stream, I talk not normally. And there's the rocks there are still just have purple shiny stuff, or pinkish purple shiny stuff. Oh right, I forgot, I actually completed, one of the monster slaying quests. Well, might as well just stand here staring in the little hole for 10 minutes. I find it funny how just because my brain sees it as like, okay, what would someone's reaction to that actually be? Someone just standing outside of the door staring in for 10 minutes? That's basically what my character did, even though 10 minutes passes in a few seconds. Wait, it's over to this guy. Crab shell ring. Neat. Okay, what else do I have? I think I'd prefer that, because that doesn't... The Ring of Yoba doesn't activate too long, so that's +4, and that gives me a lot, so +5 defense. Yes, please. Yep, I do like to go through things blind, but if someone wants to, like, point out or give me advice or something, I'm perfectly fine with that, too. Because, honestly, the main thing I like doing is being entertaining. That's the most important part. Entertaining and interact. I like talking with people in chat. It's fun. So if someone is getting driven nuts by my cluelessness... Oh. I don't know if that's happened yet. I wonder if I've driven anybody bonkers. Also, I'm kind of curious, is your name pronounced Abelia? If it's pronounced Abelia, that would be kind of a neat name. Especially if it's a reference to those old books, but... But that one, no, I think that would be a bit of a long shot. Maybe not, I don't know. For some reason it reminds me of the Amelia Bedelia books. Nope, nope, bats, stay away. Oh well. Oh well, hopefully the day's been going well for you. That's a lot of ladders that way. Another secret note. I have a bunch of those sword in the I have a bunch of secret notes stored in the chest. So just like, I'll get to these eventually. I want to have some time. Hey, wait, why did I go to this for? I kind of want to hunt the gold. I just realized I was normally going spelunking for gold. And I went into the wrong. I think it's just because I was talking and my brain just went, this level looks good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Slammer. 40 to 55. Interesting. Well, let's try this. Yeah, that sends enemies flying, all right. It's a little bit slow for me, but it has a lot of damage. I think I like my sword a bit better. Okay, is everything still working? Wait, was I lagging, dropping frames again? Oh, sorry, I think I was dropping frames a bit ago. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Tink, tink. I'll just make this tink, 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 tink noise. Oops, and I turned around. Whoops. What was that I picked up? Rare disc. Artifact. Heavy black disc with studded with the tick. Oops. There we go, now I can see the chat. Every time I hit Alt Tab so I can go and glance at Streamlabs, make sure everything's working properly, I keep forgetting to pull the chat back up so I can see it. So it's layered over the game. Because I have one screen on a poor laptop. I almost said poor little laptop, but then I remembered again that, oh right, yeah, I actually have a pretty good laptop. But it's still just a laptop. Oh well. Ah well. You know, a whole lot of time when I'm in the mines, I have Miracle of Sounds of Minecraft song going through my head. It just keeps popping into my head. I can never get myself to actually sing anything. Because I don't know. One of these days I'll get myself to try and actually sing. I mean, I probably sound terrible, but you know how you sound different to yourself than you do to other people? What was it? If you hear yourself, ooh, I have algae. Like if you hear yourself in a recording, it just feels off to you. Oh boy, have I experienced that. I'm like, okay, is like the stuff in the stream working fine? And so I pull it up, I'm just like, by the sound of my own voice being the sound of my own recorded voice, my ears. Goofy things. Yeah, I don't see any more gold. Okay. Ooh. I mind that. What the? There we go. That was weird. Ooh, and he dropped a bomb. I don't know, someone is giving me explosives again. Oh well. Yeah, let's see. I just recently realized how to get to the, to the secret forest or whatnot. Or whatever, hey, it's called. I did finally go there just today. I was just like, And I was like, how do you, I figured, you know, all that'll be something that just happens at some point, right? I was wandering around and sorry, and saw the log there, right in the way of the path of it. I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. I need to upgrade my axe. Granted, the hammer would probably work pretty good for those guys. Ooh, gold. That's what I'm here for. Did he just drop a piece of coal? Nope, nope, nope. Oh shoot, and now it's getting late. Well, I gotta get out of here. Goodbye, guys. I would have loved to kill you, but the poor blade here, needs to sleep. Gotta trudge him on back. One thing I hope they change in this is making the menu music loop. Because I like how I have the menu pulled up and I'll get things... Like, I'll just be sitting there humming to it. I would like to be able to just sit there and hum to it while I wait for a bit after I get the stream started up. But nope, by the time I get things started up, the menu music is usually stopped, and I'm sitting here going like, well, now I have a stream starting with just silence. Just sounds a bit odd. Oh well. Anything else that goes out here? I'm sure I have to, oh right, rocks. Rocks go out here. You know, here, I'll bring the coal inside. Oh wait, that goes out here. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so let me see. Wait, I didn't pick up any gems. Coal, geo. Wait, the sap. Wait, the sap goes outside. Of course, I forgot something. I always forget something. As usual. Let's see, monster parts. Use the ores. And yep, the white the algae all goes in here. Wait, the mushrooms go in here too. Purple mushrooms seem to be pretty rare too. There's 5 dwarf skull 2s. Yeah, I know, I keep opening up different things. That's because I can't remember. I can remember where stuff goes, but I keep missing it. So I just like, okay, this goes in here. I see the next thing, so I go to that chest. Okay, I gotta sell some of these then. Yeah, I need to read those secret notes too. I know. Okay, artifacts. I put them in here, right? Bomb goes in there. Well, let's see. I can sell one of those. I sell 2 of those. Now I can put that ring away. And let me see, grab one of those. I wonder if I can sell the purple shorts. Anything else I have duels of it here? Oh yeah, here's a slammer and here's a slammer. 40-55, 40-55. Okay, I can sell one of those. After I put this sap away. Wait a minute. Oh, I have 900. I'm like, do I really only have that much sap? Wait, I can't sell these? Okay, well that's interesting. Okay, I need to get to bed before my character collapses again. Cat. The cat's in the way, of course. Oh, come on, serious? Just like literally half a second before I got in there. Okay, 1 coffee bean is worth 15 gold, so that's pretty good. If I get charged money because I fell asleep in my own bed. I wonder if a diamond is really the best thing to be putting in there. I could put some of these things in here. Okay, let me just put some of those in there. Got plenty of diamonds for now. Start making up some more star shards. Okay, so I can't sell these things. Well, I might as well start working on these secret notes. Alright, I have a whole bunch of coffee thick. If each one, like, the normal one is worth 15 gold. Ah, that's a lot of money I'm taking. There's a whole bunch of coffee beans. And they grow through 2 seasons, too. I would like to know how to make coffee, though. Oh, there's one down here I missed. Yoinkus. Ah, that's a wonderful sound, just bubble popping. Did I miss any? I don't... No, wait, I did miss one. Well, that one, too. Okay, apparently you just get sap from them. I was wondering what you got off from those trees. Apparently you just get sap. Okay, well, let's read this. I found some strange-looking things while looking in the garbage cans on lucky days. Cans on lucky days. Sometimes you'll find the dish of the day behind the saloon, usually fresh. For dessert, I'll check the Muller's cans for cookies. For treasure, check the cans by the blacksmith and museum. Okay, what's this one? I hid something behind the community center. Okay, you know, wait, didn't I already dig around behind the community center? I think I already dug around behind there. Oh well, let's go check again. I do like how out my throat. Okay, one moment. I need to drink some water. Whew. No, excuse me. I did already get something from back here, but I thought that was from a different secret note. Okay, so that was probably that other secret note, which means there's one... Okay, I'm gonna have to just look through the secret notes for ones that I don't recognize. Mermaid Snow... What? What? 1, 5, 4, 2, 3. I don't know what that means. Does anyone know what that means? You know what that means? 1, 5, 4, 2, 3. Mermaid Snow. What? What? Ah, the secret notes. Some of them were so simple, like, oh, be here at this time. Okay, gotcha. Now it's just mermaid snow. Huh? I don't get it. Luau has the whoops, I completely forgot about that. Let me go get some food. I completely forgot that was going on. Whoops. Okay, well, let me look through some of these. Not all of those. Let's see, I can grab a melon. Corn. That's a mushroom. How what to stick in here? Spring onion? Sure, let me grab a spring onion. How about a cauliflower, some beans? Some beans! Ooh, garlic. Let me grab a piece of garlic, too. Do I want to put a thing of wild honey in there? I don't know what. I mean, why do I have a wooden fiber in there? Hot pepper. I kind of wonder if there's a reaction if you just load it up with hot pepper. Well, let's just dump all that stuff in there and see how it goes. If it doesn't go good, I can always restart the day. That is one thing nice about it. If you just don't like something that happened, like you die and the thing you lose, die or you get knocked out in the mines, and the thing you lose is your weapon. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna quit and restart the day. Ooh, flower. Gotta pick the flowers. Here we go. Okay, let me just see how about throwing all this stuff in here. Go ahead and melon to the soup. Oh, apparently you can only add one thing out. Oh shoot, I forgot. I was gonna put the purple shorts in there. I must try again. I forgot. No. Okay, I didn't mean to pick up the crystallarium, but oh well. I was gonna switch it to these things anyway. Okay, so down here, open this up, grab those out. Okay, I'll deal with the secret notes some other time. There we go, let me just pick all these again. Ah, the wonderful sound of coffee beans. I don't drink coffee that much, but I have. I do on occasion. I know some people probably like be saying something like, "See, now that right there is the reason that you're sick. You don't drink enough coffee." But nah, or not. I do like it. I kind of went, you know, I enjoy it. I'm gonna, you know, sorry. Like, if I'm gonna go around and do stuff, I'm just gonna enjoy it. If I enjoy it, I'll just have some every once in a while. Okay, let me go check the fruit bats real quick. I should have them switch this to mushrooms, because I don't have a lot of mushrooms. Then again, I can get fruit from trees. Oh, excuse me. You know, I can get tree fruit off of there, which I don't have. I don't have none of those. I really don't have a lot of mushrooms. And I do kind of want to put the melon in there. But I also want to... you know what? Here. It happens every summer. I'm going to put the purple shorts in there just because I'm not sure if anybody's here right now. So, you know, that seems like something I'd want, you know, people to see my reaction to. I want people reacting to me, reacting to the mayor, reacting to his purple shorts. All of those things. It's just fun. So I'm going to put the melon in there. I think the melon was one of the good ones. Oh, I might as well go around and dig in the trash bins while I'm waiting. Oh, the wow on the beach has begun. Well, okay, I'll go. I was like, I'll just dig around the trash some more, but I went, okay, I should probably go. Hey there. Are you friends with my son? You probably know him better than I do. Ow, that poor guy. That poor guy. I feel sorry for him. I'll time to dump a melon in here and see if it works. I thought you could add more than just one thing. Brought something in for the suit. Climb the stairs on the other side and throw it in. I just threw an entire melon in there. Didn't even bother to clean the seeds out. Just whole melon, just right in there. You have some green stuff still on top. These blasts of sand flies keep landing on the food. There's these two dodging, and there's Emily just jazzing it up. Oh, she's unresponsive. She is such a goofball. I would dance, but I don't want to get sweaty. Or weather for a beach party, huh? And here he is over here, roasting some meat. A slow, continuous rotation is key to achieving the perfect roast. Governor? Who cares? Why should I care about some random old guy? He might be, not because he's important, but he might be a nice guy. He seems like a nice guy from, like, the one time I talked to him in this game, from what I remember. We do this festival every year to give the governor a taste of everything the valley has to offer. Mayor Lewis hopes it will get the governor on our good side. That's why he's so neurotic? I think that is what it says, neurotic about the way the soup tastes. Penny, did you want to dance? No, I don't think Penny wants to dance. She just wants to sit there and look at the waves and relax. Hey, wait a minute. I fixed this bridge. Why is it broken again? I'll be back here by the trees. The air is a lot cooler. You know, mood. I get that. Hey, Paris, what do you got? Star fruit. Oh, well, I did talk to all of them last year. Hey, Shane, how you doing? He needs a shave. Shane needs a shave. Oh, well. Well, you don't get hot pepper chutney like this in the big city. Okay, which thing is the chutney? Is that the thing that looks like a circle with like some sort of... I don't know what that looks like. Well, I kind of do, but never mind. My brain just is like, that looks like some sort of like ritual circle thing. There's some green, like a guacamole chip, a couple plates of egg, like small eggs and big eggs, and then is that a mango or some scrambled eggs? I don't know. Oh well. What a lovely occasion. It's always a joy to visit Stardew Valley. Must speak to the missus about purchasing a vacation home here. Look sharp, the governor's here for his annual visit. Brought something for the potluck, make sure to add it to the soup cauldron. Yes, let's start. Why? Because I kind of want to know, okay, is a gold melon actually one of the good ingredients to throw there, because I think it was, but I don't know. Well, folks, it's time once again for the potluck ceremony. I trust you all that you all put in that you all put high quality ingredients in the pot this year. We don't want the governor to regret his visit to the valley. Ooh, and now my throat is getting dry again. Oh yeah, I think I need to stop soon. Probably after this is over. Then I'll stop and take a break until probably tomorrow or whatnot. Because I don't work that much this week, so next week I'm a good bit more busy. No. Well, Governor, would you do us the honor of tasting the soup? There we go. That's more my normal voice. But I keep doing it like higher like this. My normal voice is a bit lower. I don't know why I keep raising my the octave of my voice up to like a higher pitch whenever I stream. I don't know why I do that. I really gotta stop that. Oh well. Of course, I've been looking forward to this all year. You mean the 4 months? Oh my, that's the best soup I've ever tasted. Because I threw a melon at. Okay, apparently melon soup is a thing. That. Now I want to look that up. I'm gonna look that up before I stop. Just to. You're right, it's delicious. Wonderful job, everyone. Now, who else wants a taste? Where's Penny? Governor wasn't kidding. The soup was out of this world. Time to head home. Okay. I'm gonna go in here. Actually, I'll grab 2 of those. Grab 1 of those too. That in there. Wait, I'll put this away. I'll put this stuff away, and then I'm gonna go and look up, is melon soup a thing? I'm just gonna sit here for a moment. 1 moment. I'm going to look that up. Melon S-O-U-P. Winter melon soup. Chilled melon soup. Apparently you can... Melon soup. Let's see, place melon cubes, lemon juice, white sugar, honey, and a pinch of salt in a blender and puree for 1 minute. Then add the mint. Okay, I don't like mint, but mint and yogurt and puree. Okay, so it's like a dessert soup, but I don't see anything for... I haven't seen anything yet for like a hot soup when you throw a melon in it. I wonder what would happen if I looked up hot melon soup. Hot melon soup. Cool and spicy melon soup. I look up hot melon soup, and the first thing is cool and spicy melon soup. Roasted duck leg with winter melon. That's not a soup, I don't think. Well, there's some broth in there. Yeah, it looks like melon soup is a thing. It's just more of a dessert type soup. Maybe not. There's a... How to cook melon soup. African food? Interesting. Well, that might be something to look up later. Oh, I need to... Wait, I need to get my character to bed so it actually saves. Wait, no, don't need to sleep again. Oh, and I got a rock. Oh well. Okay. Exit out. Well... I think I did pretty well. I don't know if anybody's still here because whenever someone shows up, even if they leave, like Streamlabs has a habit of saying one viewer basically no matter what. I don't know why. I don't know why. It just has a habit of just sticking and saying one viewer. It starts out at 0. I think it just pops on to 1 eventually. I don't know. It's weird. I'm stretching out. There we go. All stretched out. Ugh. I should go see if they need any help making dinner. Because I didn't have to make dinner today, so I'm like just staying up here with my kind of sore throat and kind of this, kind of that. Oh well. Yeah, normally I just sit here and blabber on and on at the end. I think I said this last time too. Just yesterday, I said I usually blabber on and on, but because I'm sick, my brain is a bit like slower, and I just kind of. By the way, I'm not blinking my eyes like that. That's like sometimes I blink, but like moving my head around, and sometimes I blink once, and then I see my eye like doing this weird blinky blinky blinkity thing. Not bleepity bleepity, blinkity blinkity. And not blankety blankety either. It's blinkety blinkety. Very different things. Blankety blankety and bleepity bleepity are usually things you don't actually want to say, or more like cover words. They're cover words for things you don't want to say or hear. But blinkety blinkety is completely different. Actually, that's probably even used as a censor word too. Oh, that's yay. I just had to make it reference. And there I go again. Okay, lower voice. Normal, not lower voice, normal voice. This normal, I gotta get in the habit of just talking normally, but I keep raising my voice higher. I don't know why. I truly do not know why I do that. I think if I thought about it, I might realize it eventually. I don't know. I'm just trying to think. Think. Okay, I'm not trying to think. That was sort of like my automatic. My brain just sort of went, I rest now, and so there was nothing going on up top, and so immediately my mouth was just like, oh no, but I must entertain the person who might possibly be here, and so it was like, I was trying to think, and meanwhile there is nothing going on up in my head. That doesn't count as a lie because I didn't mean. I think my brain was trying to think, but there's nothing going on in my head. That's kind of like one of those weird like automatic go-to phrases that just come out of my mouth sometimes before I even realize that, oh wait, that's technically not accurate. I don't know, I was just spaced out. And so like my mouth just decided this, and there I go again, speaking louder. I don't know why I keep doing that. Like I just talk and my voice raises up to a certain octave, and yeah. If I talked lower, I think I would be okay listening to my own voice a little bit, but I hear myself talking on stream, and it's just this kind of like this loud voice to me, and I'm just like, my ears, I can't stand it. It's just cringe. Makes me cringe hearing my own voice. But then again, apparently that happens to like most people. Apparently you can get over it after a while. Like some people are just like, yeah, I edit my own videos. Like people on YouTube are like, yeah, I edit my own videos. They're like, yeah, I kind of got immune to that after a while because they hear their own voice so much. Oh, sorry. I guess I am kind of tired. Okay, I should probably stop. So, anyone who watches this all the way through, once the VOD is up, or anybody who's still here, just chilling with me, thank you for hanging around. And I do take requests. Like, if you want me to play a certain game, feel free. Feel free. No, not that. Feel free to request it. I need to. That's right. I keep forgetting, but I need to go onto Twitch and like change around my bio and info and stuff to mention that. Yeah, I'm open to like do whatever people suggest. In fact, I kind of find out to bring a lot more fun to things. Just Just like one person, hey, like I was playing Valheim, and it's like, what do I name? Trying to figure, okay, what do I name this portal? So I have these two portals connected. You have to name them the same thing. What do I name this portal? One person name it Bob. And so I'm like, okay, Bob it is. Just like now it is Portal Bob, and it will forever remain Portal Bob until I like dismantle it and put it up somewhere else. But then I'll rename it Bob. It's just like just immediately Portal Bob. And Bob is just, I know it's short for Robert, but it's just one of those classic names to name things. That's probably why people stopped using it sometimes. It's like, it's just been done all over and over again, but it's still fun. It's still fun to name things Bob. Like Planet Bob. What was that movie called? I can't remember what it was called. I remember I did kind of enjoy it. I'm sure it had some problems with it. I can't remember. It was years ago. But it was something that basically Earth was blown up. They eventually, okay, an entire new planet was made because, okay, yeah, that had to do with storyline stuff, and kind of the reason the aliens blew up Earth is because they realized, oh, wait, they can do what now? They can just have a whole planet. Well, if they got enough energy, they could just have this thing make a new planet. Okay, maybe that was spoilers. I can't remember what the movie was called, but I just remember the main character sitting there as Garth, the usual girl standing next to him as they went through the whole adventure together, yada, yada, yada. The usual stuff. And yet they're standing there, and she's like, so, what are you gonna call it? New planet. Nobody's named it. And so he's sitting there looking at it. I think I'm gonna name it Bob. What? Bob? You can't name a planet Bob? And they're what? It's like, what? You don't want to live on Bob? You don't want to live on planet Bob? As they start laughing to each other. And then it like zooms out, and it switches, like kind of switches scenes. It's like, Planet Bob. Such a, like, so this many years later, as there's people getting there, and they're starting up civilization again, and stuff, yada yada, all that stuff. I was like, Planet Bob. No, it was literally named Bob. Because that is what he named it. And that story was probably passed down. All the stuff he went through. It's like, yeah, the planet's name is Bob, but the guy went through a lot to get that done. That movie, I remember quite enjoying that movie. Not like I don't remember like a super well. Maybe I just remember really enjoying it because of that ending. I don't know. The ending was one of the most memorable things. I remember there's a few other cool parts in it. I can't remember any of the characters' names. It was, as I said, it was years ago. I can't remember the name of it. It was an animated movie. What was that called? If you just looked up Planet Bob, you might be able to find it. Right, I was gonna sign off with it. I'm hurting my throat again. And there I go again. Oh well. Good night. Thank you for anyone who actually made it through all this blabbering of mine. Knowing me, I'm gonna might be like, oh right, last time I thought about this, and just start blabbering people's ear off about the exact same thing. Oh well. Good night. Wait, that didn't sound right. Still trying to think of like a good outro song. Like sometimes I try to do the wink, like hi, good night, like a happy face and a wink. But this like my eyes remaining closed, it just is blinking my eye. Open the model eye keeps blinking up and closed. Hey, it's actually holding. Well, I think it's because my muscles are shifting. Like my eye is closed, but I can scrunch the muscles like a bit tighter, a bit looser, and so it sees the muscles, like the eye muscles around the eye area shifting up, and like my eyebrow shifts up and down a bit more, so it thinks I'm opening it, but then goes, no wait, the eye is still closed, so it blinks it closed, or maybe sometimes it opens it. This technology is really cool, honestly. I need to end the stream now, don't I? I really do. I should have done it a while ago. I'm just gonna keep hurting my throat. I know it might not sound like my throat's hurt, but it's a little bit scratchy. I don't have a sore throat, but it's like a little bit sore because I am sick. Like I'm laying in bed, so that's why I'm like not feeling too terrible. And I can get up and do a good bit of stuff, but it's more like I'm tired, like more. I don't know. I'm laying in bed, so I wasn't using up a lot of energy aside from with my mouth. Okay. Well, good night. Good diet? Good night, not good diet. Not good. Yes, have a good diet too. No. Just eat and drink well. Yeah, that'll be my outro. Remember to goodbye and remember to eat and drink well. Pop goes the weasel. And Pop goes the. Hey, more what? I did get the nickname Blonde Weasel. Why was it? Alright, because I made a popping sound. Someone said Pop goes the weasel, and I meant to have the Blonde Weasel. I'm like, is there blonde? And yes, there is Blonde Weasel. I looked it up, and I looked up weasel sound, and they had a high pitched like squeaky. And I was like, hey, that's kind of reminds me of the pitch of my laugh sometimes. And then, and I just realized I was doing that voice. Like I keep doing this voice, and this is my normal voice. I don't know why I keep switching. I much prefer this one. I don't like that higher pitch. I don't like using that higher pitched one, but I keep doing it. I need to remember that I can just talk normally and talk quieter, and it'll be fine. I can just maybe tweak the filters a bit to pick up my voice easier, because it's picking it up just fine. I need to do this. I need to talk normally more. One of these days I'm going to be talking normally. Someone who hasn't shown up in a while is going to pop in and be like, what the? Why does your voice sound so weird? Are you sick? I'm going to be like, no, I just learned how to talk normally when I'm on stream. I think it's because I laugh and they keep talking. And yep, there I go again. Yeah, it's because I like do a laugh or laugh about something and I keep talking. And it holds that higher pitch from the laugh. And now I'm like psychoanalyzing myself or something. I do that sometimes. This can be kind of fun, but also sometimes kind of not fun. Depends on what the subject matter is. Oh well. Good night. Or morning or whenever. Thank you for, if anyone actually watches all this, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna end now. Wait, what? Oh, hello there. Hey, sorry I left earlier. My Wi-Fi cut out. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing at that, but no, I was laughing about the fact that I was like just blabbering here for the last 10 minutes or so, because I do that every time I'm about to end the stream. I just like I say good night, and then I just sit there and talk about who knows whatever, because my brain doesn't know how to click a button properly. Because it just feels weird clicking the end stream button, so I just sit there and talk, and I was just about to click end stream, boom, message pops up. A lot of it was me realizing, trying to figure out why, like, why is it that I keep speaking in a high. Oh right, I should read the rest of that message. Sorry, I left earlier. My Wi-Fi cut out. My slight spoiler. Yeah. My slight spoiler was that there is a statue of Mayor Lewis, and if you put it on display, he will get mad at you and pay you not to do it again. Oh, that'll be fun if I find that. Thank you for that. It's just fine. I'm really glad I got you. Oh, believe me, I've had problems with Wi-Fi and stuff kicking out. Like, yes, I've been in the middle of a stream and it's just like, boom, dead. I'm like, oh, did I got like a disconnect? Did the Wi-Fi blip or something? Oh, no, the Wi-Fi is just dead. Yeah, that's happened to me. A different thing I was blabbering about earlier was Planet Bob. It was from some, like, older, and maybe not super old, but it was several years ago I watched some old animated movie where they named a planet Bob in there. That happened. I remember kind of enjoying that movie, but I can't remember what it was called. I don't know why my. Oh right, I got onto that because someone had me name the Portal Bob in Valheim. Yeah, in case you can't tell, my brain just jumps all over the place when I'm talking. Yeah, but oh well. Yeah, I was just about to end. My throat was getting a bit scratchy. I ended up not putting his shorts in because I'm like, I didn't know if anybody was really here, so I'm like, I'll just put a melon in. I'll put the shorts in next time, like, if there's more people here, because that seemed like something that it should be done as a community, putting the purple shorts in. I asked good old Bob. Yeah, I only remember like a few bits of that movie. I remember the general storyline, but one of the few bits was basically, yep, they have a new planet. Same, all good. Yep. But I was just remembering them sitting there then looking at the planet, and the one person asks the main character, "So, what are you gonna name it?" As he sits standing there, kind of puts his hands on his hips. "I think I'm gonna name it Bob." Like they look at him, "What? You can't name a planet Bob?" He named it Bob. And at the very end of the movie, as it shows up so many months, or I think it's like this many years later, Planet Bob, as it's stuff going on. It's like, yep, the planet's name was Bob. It was just a perfect end to that movie. It was just, no, that planet's name is Bob. I can't remember what that movie was called. I think it was like a movie we found in the library and checked out and watched or something. You know, one of those things you just find on the shelf and watch once. But I can't remember what it was called, and I kind of want to look it up now. If you look up animated movie where planet gets named Bob, you might find it. I don't know. Yeah, by the way, this is basically what happens every time I'm about to end a stream. I sit there. It was like a sci-fi movie. It was something like aliens blew up the Earth, but they launched this ship. I probably shouldn't spoil too much, but yeah, like aliens blew up the Earth, and so it's humanity getting a new planet and stuff and defeating aliens, the evil aliens, yada yada. I remember there was a few really cool things in that movie. I can't remember how good it was because I can't remember any of the characters' names. I know it was years ago, so it could have terrible dialogue, and I just didn't notice because I was a lot younger. It could be great. I don't know. I can't remember. Titan AE, Planet Bob. Titan AE, Titan's Disney film? It might have been called Titan AE. I can't remember. That sounds familiar. I'm doing it again. I kind of realize I've been realizing that every time I stream I raise my voice up, and I think it's because I sorry, I'm trying to get myself to talk more normally because this is more my normal voice, but I think it's because I do it I laugh about something, or I just talk with more energy, and I end up raising my voice up, and then I just talk through the whole stream like this, when I think my normal voice is a bit more like this. I don't know how much difference it sounds, but that was just from a quick Google. Yeah, I can't remember who made it. It was years ago, but somebody had a sense of humor when they wrote that. As I said, I don't remember how good it was. I just remember bits and pieces of it. Oh well. Yeah, I'm just thinking, this is basically what happens every time I'm about to end a stream. I sit here and just talk about the most random things. Or sometimes not the most random things. I think yesterday when I streamed, I didn't talk for very long because I was feeling a bit more sick then. All good? Yeah, all good. Now I just feel like just chilling here and talking. I could actually pull up some background music. I should probably have some of that pulled up at some point, but now I'm getting tired. Oh, thank you for the follow. So I'm kind of wondering, is that... Also, do you hear the notification sound? Just out of curiosity, do you actually hear that? Because I don't hear any... if I'm not streaming and I test it, then the whole notification boing sound the whole notification sound happens when I'm not, and I test it. My Wi-Fi might cut again. Just a fair warning if I suddenly go just leave. Oh, don't worry, I was gonna end the stream soon anyway. So if you just go kapoof, I'll just end and chillax myself on my own then. No worries. Yeah, I have to type that. Yes, so yes, you did hear. Okay, because I looked at. I know it saw the notification pop up because I'm looking at Streamlabs, and there's no volume for me. So I'm sitting here going I don't know why. I don't know why I don't have. I need to look that up. Yeah, I have the alert box volume down there, but I guess I must have my alert on the wrong audio track or something. I don't even know what an audio track is. I just know they exist. I have looked up so many tutorials just to get Streamlabs all set up. It was honestly a fun experience though, learning all that stuff. Probably because I finally found something I enjoy. Like I enjoy streaming, so learning how to do it and how to work the stuff is enjoyable. It's kind of weird how that works. Oh well. What was I thinking about earlier? I was thinking about something. Alright, I was thinking about how your name is pronounced. Is it Abelia or Abelia? Also, I think your stream is slightly delayed. However you spell that, I don't know how to spell delayed. So if I ever take a hot second to respond, that's why. Yeah, I tried to turn off the delay, but I think my internet, it takes a bit to get it to the Twitch server and stuff. I think there's about a minute delay. I was on someone else's stream and followed them, and it literally just jump scared me. Oh, that sounds great. I should try and look up a custom alert sound. At once I finally figure out how to actually make the alert sounds come through my speakers rather than just to other people. Abelia. So it's Abelia. To be honest, as soon as I read that name for the first time, my brain immediately jumped to Amelia Bedelia, if you've ever seen those books. That's from Google. Abelia. Is your name a reference to something? Like as I said, what I popped to is immediately thinking about Amelia Bedelia. It was a goat. So I can't complain. It was a goat. Wait, what was a goat? Now I'm kind of curious. What goat? Is Abelia a goat? Is that joyful laughter or sinister laughter? I don't know. Oh well. You know, it's my it's your favorite flower. Abelia sounds like a flower name. Oh, the follower notification? I thought it was a little dinosaur thing. Like if I hit the refresh button. Yeah, it's a little dinosaur thing. It's hopping on my head. Yeah, I think that's right, I set that up on purpose so it looks like it's jumping up and down in my head. It's so delayed. Oh, a warning, I clicked a refresh button on it just to see it. Just to see, like, does it look like, I guess it does kind of look like a goat. I think it's supposed to be a little dinosaur. I wonder if I can get a little mountain goat. I know you can get custom ones in there. I'll need to look into that and see if I can find them. I also tried to look up. No, on someone else's. Okay, so someone else had a goat. Goat. Oh, was the notification sound a goat? Oh, that sounds awesome. I want to do that now. I don't know how to, though. I still need to get a flash drive and get all my VODs that I've downloaded off from my computer because they're using up a whole lot of room. Yeah, I can click like the refresh button. I don't know if you probably see that. I wonder if you hear it again. I don't know. I don't know how all this stuff works. I'm just staring at my model. My model's lips flapping up and down. And my hair poking out. Like, if I lean to the side, my hair pokes out of the side of my head. I don't think the person who created this meant for that to happen. Because I think they made it with my cloak off. And then they added the cloak over it. Wait, can you see? Oh yeah, you can actually see a little blip of green when I do that because technically I have the greens, the Streamlabs, or not Streamlabs, the VTube Studio has the green as a background. Yeah, I saw and heard it. Okay, got some more water. Excuse me. Oh well. That's some sharp hair, man. It just stabs straight through the cloth. one of my favorite thing that didn't come with the model, but it's actually just something you can get in VTube Studio is this thing. I hope this doesn't. Someone said it lagged the stream somewhat, so if it starts lagging things, I'm sorry, but this is just my favorite because it fits what goes on in my head. It fits what goes on up here so well. It's just a loading thing. It's just like, yeah, this is about the mood that goes on in my head. It's just a bunch of information spews out. The actual intelligent stuff, it's stuck behind this. It's just loads. Yeah, granted the hair only pokes out if I lean too far to the side, so oh well. That's interesting. Yeah, wait, I didn't push okay, good. Because right above the button for this to turn it on and off, my brain most of the time though too. Yep. Well, I think it's because like all my processing power is going into speaking, because like normally when I'm not streaming, I can talk a lot if I get onto a topic, but I usually don't just I'm not a huge chatterbox. I just go around and chatter to a whole bunch of people. It can take a little bit to get me going. Ooh, excuse me. I drank a bunch of water and now I guess I swallowed some air bubbles as well. Sorry. But I think I was talking in a louder voice again. I mean, higher pitched. Not really louder, more like higher pitched. I keep trying to train myself not to do that. Oh well. Oh, someone just came upstairs. I heard some thumping as someone walking around. I should just leave this on because that's about how my brain is working at this moment. Oh well. You still there? You're in it, die? No, okay. I can look at the users in chat and see your name's still there. Though I don't think that's quite super same, although whenever I play video games, I'm just silent. Yep. I guess that's why when I'm playing a game and talking, like sometimes I'll start being silent and then like, wait, I want to keep talking because, entertainment value. Also, I think your voice is fine either way. Yeah, I pulled up my own like bot a bit to check something, and well, you know that thing where if you hear your own voice recorded, it just makes you cringe. Yeah, I haven't gotten over that yet. Probably because I don't listen to my own voice recorded too much, but I hear my own voice and I'm like, ow, oh, poor people's poor ears, super delayed. Okay, I'll turn this off. Maybe the loading thing is messing it up. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm super delayed. I just heard someone talking. Oh well. Oh well. Well, now my brain is empty. Have I actually talked all the stuff out in my brain? EWH always. I do not know what EWH stands for. Sorry. Wait, is that thumping getting picked up? I think the thumping might have been getting picked up. I think someone was Yeah, I think someone's working on something out there. It was delayed earlier as well. You can leave it up if you want. My Wi-Fi can't get any slower, man. Oh, believe me, I know about slow Wi-Fi. What was it? Oh wait, did I just turn? I think I might have just turned it off for you. Oh wow, yeah, that's a bit of a delay. Actually, it was probably like a minute. Just like a disgusted noise. Oh, EWH. Just like a disgusted noise. Yes, the thumping is getting picked up. Yeah, I guess someone's working on something out there. Believe me, I know about... Wow, I've been sitting here blabbering for 10 minutes. After you showed up, I was blabbering for like 10 minutes before that. Now 11 minutes, because I can see it's... that the amount of minutes it says when you followed, it shows how long it's been, and it says it's been 11 minutes. How well was I thinking? Alright, I know about slow internet because, we used to have a really, really slow internet for quite a long time. The only reason I'm able to stream is we finally got rid of that. Because we basically had no other options until Starlink actually is what came out that we actually could get in our area because it's satellite. So we can actually afford that and get it. My Wi-Fi has held up for 10 minutes. Yeah, that's amazing, right? Maybe it's due to the incredible low quality of my streaming. Actually, I have no idea what my pixels are at. I see the Streamlabs thing, but I don't know what I'm actually streaming at. I should probably check that. I don't know. Oh well. Wow, I'm surprised. Nice, man. Yep. But what was I thinking? All right, yeah. But I used to have a really, really slow internet, like to the point that Twitch, like trying to even watch a stream on Twitch was basically, nope, I can't do that. I could watch YouTube like on 144 and sometimes 240 if it was doing really, really good. I could actually watch something on 360. Excuse me. But like I try and watch everything on 144 anyway because I watch it like on a mobile screen, so it's smaller and it looks fine. Or maybe 240, but but yeah, it was Starlink that came around. It's just like, hey, actual some decent internet. My Wi-Fi's done for today. Oh no, is it blapping out? What the? It's so done with me. Oh, your poor Wi-Fi. Do you need to go and put it to sleep? Just like, for some reason my brain immediately wanted to make a joke about shooting your Wi-Fi router, but I don't know why. That's where my brain goes sometimes. It's just like poof off into some other place. I'm like, that might not be the best thing to say out loud, and nope, that's where my brain went. Just, put the Wi-Fi router to sleep. And I'm talking in an accent for some reason. I don't know. Oh well. Now I'm kind of well. Yep, my brain is empty again. If my Wi-Fi cuts out, I might come back soon, but I don't know. Well, if it cuts out, I'll just end the stream because I was gonna end it soon anyway. Hence why I didn't have a game pulled up. Oh wait, I think my category is still set to Stardew Valley. I wonder if someone's gonna pull this up. Oh hey, look, someone playing Stardew Valley, and they'll just come into me sitting here blabbering about, I don't know, toilet paper. I wouldn't be surprised if I started talking about toilet paper. I don't know, like I just did. It's like trying to keep it awake, but it wants to sleep. Same, my brain does that sometimes too. Where you just talk for a while, and then it just goes, I nap now. And you're just like, why? How could you abandon me, brain? You were supposed to be there for me, to assist me in my time of need. And your brain's just like, nah, I'm gonna take a nap now. And just like teleports out of your skull, and then you're just left with a bunch of empty space and maybe like 2 or 3 brain cells that bounce together every once in a while. I'm pretty sure I have like just like about 10 or so brain cells in there, and instead of 2 of them knocking together to make a thought, 2 of them bump together and they make a thought that I start talking about, and then a couple more bump together, and then suddenly the next thought just kind of overrides that first one, and they just all keep bouncing around. And that's how basically my brain works, is because, and I just jump from topic to topic so fast. Or I just hyper focus on one thing. I've noticed I do that too. I just like get hyper focused on one singular topic or joke, and then I blabber about it for a while, and suddenly I run out of stuff to talk on that topic, and I just go, huh? Might want to change that might want to change that to just chatting, maybe. I could, but well, I didn't plan to take this long. I would need to pull up my stream manager stuff, which actually I could. Let me just reach over here. Though that might actually change my VOD category. I think I'll leave it because I would like to make sure the VOD category stays the same. See, I'm smart, just really stupid at times. Wait, don't worry. I got you the other half. I got the other half for you because I'm really stupid. I'm just smart at times, or at least that's what I feel like. But then again, there are times when I'm sitting there looking at some of the stupid things people say and do out there. I sit there and go, am I smart? Like, am I actually an intelligent person? Well, no, I'm not. The answer is no. No, I'm not at all. But in comparison to some of the people out there, I'm just like, I'm sure I'm not that smart of a person. But then I look at what some people do out there and I'm like, why? Why? Are you really that much? Are you really that why? Am I the smart one? Please don't make me be the smart one. I don't want to be the smart one. If I'm the smart one, I have to be responsible. Please just let me be the stupid person who is an idiot. I can pass tests, but I'm just slow/stupid. Well, you know, that probably means that depends on what the tests are, and also how, like, if you're talking about like tests in school, well, my experience with school system was the GED class, because I was homeschooled, and then I went through the GED classes. In comparison to other people, I am smart too. Stupidly smart? No, that's more smart. We are stupid yet smart? Now that doesn't sound cool enough. I don't know where, actually, I know where I was going with that, but I don't at the same time. Yeah. What was I talking about? I just completely brain blanked. Oof. Alright, I was thinking about school systems. Oh boy. Because I was homeschooled and then I went through the GED classes. Got done with that. Took a little while, but yeah, I completed it. Which I honestly found way nicer because you take one test at a time. Once you pass the test, you don't have to study that subject anymore. You've basically proven, yes, you can do this. GED classes? Is that like advanced? GED. So it's General Education Diploma. It's basically, it's high school equivalent, but it's a lot more like if someone comes from a different country, which I didn't. I was just homeschooled, but I need to have an official education diploma, so I went to the classes. But like, it's set up for like if people haven't gone through high school or whatnot, and they're older. It's set up so people can go in there, get the education, and it's equivalent to a high school education. Though I think I've heard it is a bit harder, like the tests and stuff. But one of the things is that well, you study kind of everything. I heard the E totally. Yeah, I guess I go GED classes, so I sound like I'm saying GD. Yeah, GD classes. Oh well. But well, okay. For one thing, from what I've heard, the public school system is not the greatest. From like bits I've heard, I've never been in there. My friend who did go through public school said, good, like basically be happy you didn't go through there. They said homeschools equal different. They said homeschool equal different country. I don't know if people said that. Sorry, I might be confused. Just so you know, sometimes I blabber on about stuff and my brain jumps around, so I spew off like different sections of information right next to each other that don't belong next to each other. But I think it was, I don't know if it was set up for homeschooler people, but I think it was, I don't know why the GED system was set up, but it's basically people who didn't go through high school can go and get the equivalent. But yeah, I found it's a lot more lax, I could say. Like, you need to try and get in there, but it's not like this whole strict schedule. Like, okay, if you have to go do something one day, you don't need to make it every single day, but you probably want to learn as much as you can. Go 100% suck unless you have a good teacher, which is rare. Yeah, well, as someone said, all the people. Let me sit up. My model's mouth is making weird things, making weird expressions because I was slouched. But someone said that all the people who are really good at it are working, and so the people who teach it are the leftovers. Sorry, I'm busy. My model is being a bit weird right now. like the lip, the mouth, the mouth capture. But yeah, so it's basically said it's rare you get a good teacher because all the people who are teaching stuff are the people who aren't out there applying that knowledge in other places. So they're the left, and that's just kind of how that works. And they probably know how to teach. I hope, but yeah, it's a mess. Or that's what someone said. I'm sure it doesn't apply everywhere. I tried to be fair, but I've never been in I've never gone to public school, which I'm very happy about. That's a good representation, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I look at like, hey, if you can go through GED classes, I think they do cost money to go through. I think if you don't have a job at all, you can sign something, and you can actually get like government assistance to help pay for you to go through them. But otherwise, I don't know how much they know. I think you still have to pay something, but I can't remember how much it was or whatnot. It's been years since I did that, but but one of the things that was nice about it was that if you're gonna take a test, once you're done with like your math test, then you're done with math. You don't have to study math anymore. It's just, and you don't have all these different tests and deadlines for different tests. It's just you study as much as you need. And yes, take the test costs money too. So it is a bit of an investment, especially if you fail the test. Then I didn't actually fail any of the tests, but I think I scored kind of low on math, and I probably only got through the math test because, as my teacher said, if you don't know the answer, just guess. Because yes, a lot of them are multiple choice in there, and you're gonna have a 25% chance of getting it right. But just try and do it but I think yeah, you are on I think you do have a time limit for the test, so it's that type of thing. But so some of it was and I think you can so go through the questions, do what you can on then spend your time on the rest of it. I'm pretty sure I only got through the math test because I luckily guessed some of the ones, because there were several questions I looked at and went, I have no idea how to do this. That's interesting, but kind of cool. Yeah, but I found it very it's probably more expensive than just going through high school, but it's okay, once you're done, it is as far as I said, as far as I know, it is harder than the high school tests. But once you are done with the subject, it's just okay, that's done, and now you can take, I don't know, if you keep going through the classes. If it's math, I always choose the answer closest to mine. Yeah, so sometimes you forget one little step, and oops. It is, in my opinion, that I look at it and go, letters do not belong in math. Why are there letters in here? I can't remember what it was. It was what was that type of question called? But it was the one where you're trying to figure out what A is in this equation or something like that, or what X is or something like that. And there's a bunch of letters and numbers, and it's all this equals what? Or maybe it equals this, and you're trying to figure out what this certain number is. I can't remember how it was, but there was a certain way of doing it, and once you learn I can't remember how to do it. Once you learn how to do this certain type of question, it was actually not that hard. But in order for me to actually learn it, no, letters do not belong. Yeah, but I mean, in some ways, it's okay, it does represent a unknown, and so you're trying to find out the unknown. So it's okay, in certain fields of math, you probably would want to use that. But yeah, some of it. But that certain type of question, as I realized, once I learned it, I was yeah, I can do this. I knew how to do it. But in order for me to learn it, the teacher's assistant, because math was the last test I took, and so I went off into a separate room with the assistant, just a separate small little room, and we sat down, and they explained it to me. Because me sitting there at one of the tables, looking at the teacher explain it and write it out to the to the entire class, I never got it. And so I sat down with one person And that's one thing about the GD classes too, is that when you're working on stuff, I think it's a little bit easier to ask the teacher for help on things. And I don't know, well, it might have just been because I had a good teacher. So, and so yeah, oh dear, both my water jugs are empty and my throat is getting sore. But yeah, that's how if you read a story or whatnot, and one of the characters tested out of high school or something, that's one of the ways of doing it, is going and getting your GED. Now, you can study it on your own. You don't have to go to the classes. There's a huge GED book, and it has all that bunch of information in there. And oh boy, but so if you're one of those people who can figure it out on your own, you probably could do that. Or if you just are smart enough, you could probably go and just take the tests and finish them, and you probably could just be out of high school because hey, you already completed these tests. But that's probably quite a rare person that can do that. So yeah, I went through the class. I am so glad I never went to public school. Though, granted, if you want, you can end stream. I don't know. I mean, I could. I was going to. But that was partly because I was like, my throat's getting scratchy. I'm a little tired, and I didn't think anybody was here. But hey, you're back, so I'm talking. I mean, yeah, I probably should end it and rest my throat and go see if anybody needs help making dinner. I usually have to end it. Around 5-ish because I have to set up for dinner. But then again, I think I started earlier. I've been going for 3.5 hours, a little over 3.5 hours actually. Yeah. I should probably end. Since you're out of water, yeah. I could fill up, but yeah, my throat's getting scratchy. I should probably rest my voice. Hey, I might be on tomorrow, so mainly because I don't work much this week. Next week, I have a lot more hours. My job kind of goes up and down in how much I'm scheduled, so yeah, I should probably end. So yeah, have a good evening. I suppose I should probably end it here. I have no end card. I don't have any opening card either. I don't have any stream starting soon. I don't have any stream ending. I don't have any of that. I just have a goodbye. And good evening. Good night, good day, good month, good week, good year, good millennia, good century. I know I did not do those in the proper order. I never do, but I always end like that, it seems like. Oh well. But yeah, if just as a side note, if you have any random games you want to see me play, always feel free to. You too, yep. If you ever pop in again, always feel free to recommend or suggest or ask